Hello and welcome back to Mate's Tottenham Blog and today's watch-along for Tottenham's game against Wolves in the Premier League. We'll be joined, of course, by a number of guests after the lineups come out. We'll have our members call-in show as well. But for now, we're waiting for the lineup news. Vignesh asking for the lineups. They're not out yet. They'll be out in about 10 minutes, and we'll be bringing you news of those lineups here first. And we'll have a talk through that, and then, of course, we'll get our members call and show coming in. Let's welcome a few people here to the chat. We got Dark Sung G says, in my opinion, I think it's better for us to get Europa than Champions League because I think we need time for our new signings if we have any to fit in with our squad. Also, our defence is an automatic door. I certainly agree with the last bit of that one. Also says we need game time for our youths like Skip and Sessegnon, who will be a big boost to our squad. I'm not sure they're ready for Champions League just yet. I think we should be able to win 2+ trophies next season. Well, look, your optimism is certainly way ahead of where I am at the moment with this squad. But Dark Sungji, always good to see you in here as always. We got Vignesh, Tottenham fan page. Steve saying, just a win, please. Benyon says, Dyer out. Working title says, Mattis cut his hair. I had to. It was just too long. I couldn't put up with any more comments saying I need to be in a Beatles tribute band. So it's gone, and I'm very glad it is. Joe Thurgood, welcome to the stream. G10 says news about Antonio Conte. There's nothing yet. I don't think there will be anything on that. There was news a week or two ago that we'd contacted him, but it seems as though we've contacted a lot of managers. So I wouldn't be expecting any development on that side. I know Antonio Conte has, of course, just won the league with Inter Milan. His future there is still uncertain, but I don't think he'd be making the step down to a team like Spurs, which is just the sad truth of it. Kelly JTV says, is the protest on today? There was supposed to be a protest on today, but I have not seen anything on Twitter about it. There was a bit of coverage yesterday, and of course a few streams as well, but there's been absolutely nothing on Twitter today about any protest for this ahead of this game, which is just really concerning. Killian says, hi Matt, can Spurs win versus Wolves today? Spurs can win on any day, but we often don't. If we show up, we'll get the 3 points. But Killian, good to see you in here as always. Steve. Benyon says, would you play Tanganga? I think it's at the point of the season where we probably should give some youth players a go because we're not going to get Champions League, which is disappointing, obviously. But yeah, I'd give Tanganga a go. I think anybody instead of Dyer is what we need. But I think it's too big a decision really for Ryan Mason to make. I don't know what it is about him, but he seems very, very stubborn in playing Alderweireld and Dyer back there. Of course, he was praising Joe Rodon in his press conference and then came out and said, or we heard today, that he hasn't even travelled with the squad. So I'm not quite sure what's going on there with the centre backs or with Joe Rodon as well. But look, it's only a few games left under Ryan Mason's tenure, and I'm sure we'll get a lot more clarity as to what the new manager is going to want. First of all, when he's appointed, and then throughout the transfer window at the beginning of the next season. Derek, good to see you in here. Paul says, I really hope we get Graham Potter. I think out of the realistic options that are left, Graham Potter is probably the best one, but I do think that is a sign of how far Spurs have fallen since going from appointing Jose Mourinho 11 hours after sacking Pochettino to now 3 weeks later, and we want Brighton's manager. No disrespect to Graham Potter, but it's not exactly where Spurs want to be. I've seen asking for Nikola Milenkovic news. I saw, was it Alistair Gold said where there is an interest there, but at the moment that's all it is. There's nothing more to it, so I wouldn't really say there's any news on that. Dazzy says, I think we need to organise a get-together to introduce the players to each other as they play like strangers most of the time. Well, look, I don't think Spurs fans are too good at organising get-togethers, but maybe that's a plan for the future. Paul says, saw Zidane's press conference on leaving Real Madrid at the end of the season. Could it be we got that special relationship with Real Madrid? But yeah, I wouldn't say that's something that's going to be happening. It's probably a good option. He's won numerous Champions Leagues and definitely knows football a lot more than some of the names that have been touted, but I can't see Zinedine Zidane coming to Spurs at all. Christopher, all good to see you in here as well. How are you getting on? Thanks, Killian. Joe says, really annoyed that Rodon is not in the squad again. Yeah, I don't know what it was. He was just getting in the squad a bit, and he was starting to I suppose show what he was able to do. But Ryan Mason, I think the way he explained it was he was, of course, cup tied for the cup final, and then he kind of fell down the pecking order ever since then, which is disappointing for him. I think missing out one game in the cup final when probably the one time our defence actually performed well. It's disappointing for him, but I don't think we'll be seeing him in the squad again before the end of the season. But look, speaking of people that we might see in the squad for the rest of the season, players that could be playing today, and we have pictures here from the Spurs Twitter of the players showing up at the ground. It's of course Heung-Min Son. Look, there's not much more you can say about him other than he's absolutely world class, and I would be expecting him to Sorry, I didn't mean to bring that up there a second. I'll be expecting him to show up today and maybe bag a goal or two, because we're playing against a team who have been pretty solid defensively, and we need to break them down. And hopefully, Heung-min Son is one of those men who could break that deadlock for us and get 3 points that we need, because we're not going to get top four. I think we're being teased by the teams around us as they continue to lose their games. West Ham drawing last night against Brighton, Leicester losing against Newcastle the week before last, and Chelsea losing to Arsenal. It's like they're trying to taunt us into going to that top four, but I think it's done. I don't think we'll be anywhere near that. Some more players arriving at the ground with Hugo Lloris and Toby Alderweireld, two men we fully expect to be in the team sheet today, but whether or not they'll be at Spurs next season is a question that remains to be answered, with both of them coming towards the latter stages of their career, and I'm sure would want to win a trophy or two before they go. Will Spurs be the place for them to win a trophy? Look, we can't really say what's going on in their minds, but for now, I would expect to see the two of them on the team sheet today. We've got Sergio Reguilon as well. Has been quite poor since coming back from his injury. Look here, we got Brian Daigle. Good morning, Brian. Good to see you in here as always. The link is in the group chat, Brian, if you want to hop on for a chat, if you want to react to the lineup with me. But if not, don't worry about it. It's good to see you in the live chat. Reguilon poor since he came back from his injury. I suppose he's the only player in this team with the luxury of knowing his place in the starting 11 is there, with Ben Davies, as Ryan Mason said, ruled out for the rest of the season, as he has been for the last 2 or so months. But look, Reguilon can turn that form around at any moment, so we'll have to hope that he does as we come towards the end of the season. And there's Dele Alli as well, someone who seems to be in Ryan Mason's options for the lineup today, but we'll have to wait and see where that one goes. But we are about 4 minutes away from lineups here. Let me know in the live chat your predicted lineups, who you want to see, who you think we will see in the lineup for Spurs today, as we get ready to react to those. As I said, we'll get them first here. If you haven't yet, do make sure to smash that like button. Lets me know you're enjoying these. Let me know, guys. Please don't spam the chat. Let me know you're enjoying these live watch alongs, the reactions to lineup, going the whole hour and a bit before. Make sure to subscribe as well if you are new for more of these watch alongs, plus the Tottenham Fan Voice podcast, transfer news, and Tottenham's pursuit of a manager. I guarantee you won't regret it. But look, as we get ready to react to these lineups, just giving you a quick overview of what this chat's about. Benyon says anything but Dyer, but he will start, and I feel every Spurs fan is in the same boat with that one. We've got Yassine saying Toby and Tanganga rest. I don't care. Well, look, I wish I could say that was going to happen, Yassine, but I really don't expect Tanganga to be anywhere near the starting 11 today. I've got Luke saying annoying Rodon isn't in the squad. I agree with you, but look, it's like I said, we'll have to wait and see what pans out over the summer window and next season when our actual manager comes in. Steve says your camera is out of focus. It's actually not my camera, Steve. My internet is gone, so I'm working off my hotspot here. So I apologize if the connection is bad or if the camera is blurry, but that is down to connection. Arthur, good to see you in the live chat here today. Says the only way to get Enoch and Levy out is someone to buy the club, and I cannot see that yet. I can't either, Arthur. And look, I'm sure we'll talk about the protests over the last couple of days as the stream goes on. They were quite disappointing. But look, before we do that, before we actually light up, let's get an absolute legend of the Tottenham content creating community in here. We got Brian Daigle. Brian, how are you today?
Oh, I'm okay, buddy. How are you?
I'm all good. I'm good. I'm looking forward to this lineup. I'm looking forward to see what Ryan Mason has to go with. Are you expecting any curveballs in this one?
Well, mate, say the truth, but I'm just here whilst I make a cup of tea, because then I've got to go and Tottenham away with Brian Island. But do you know what? I'm just annoyed with this whole Joe Rodon thing. I'm just so annoyed. Apparently in the press conference, he's going to be in the team, this, he's that. And it just goes to show that Mason ain't picking no team, Levy is. Yeah, Ryan Mason is your best defender. I was praising Eric Dyer for his last 2 performances before the Leeds game. And I jumped on that bandwagon. I should have known better. I should have known better than to think, okay, give him credit when we're playing. And if Dyer starts today and Rodon doesn't, then it just shows how far we have fallen.
Yeah, well, look, with Ronan not travelling, I think that he won't be starting. It's absolutely ridiculous. Tanganga as well, another name that should be in there.
Yeah.
And I was kind of hoping when Mason came in that he'd be the kind of man to give opportunity to the youth players, because look, the season is dead at this point. We're not going to get top four. I was hoping he'd be the one to give some time to the young players, but like you say, it's Levy selecting those lineups with Dele Alli and Harry Winks in there. Put them in the shop window, get him 5-10 million extra for them in the summer. It's not what I expected from Roy Mason, to be honest with you. I was kind of hoping he'd be a bit more on the side of the fans, but look, Levy runs absolutely everything at this club. The lineups are actually out here. Oh wait, they're not. They seem to have been posted, but it's not loading properly. Do you think we're going to see any Ndombele in this one today, Brian?
You know what? Like you said, at least I think who said it yesterday. I think it was Will Stewart that said at least with Mourinho, you pretty much knew who was playing. Mm-hmm. You knew there may have been the odd spanner in the works, but you wouldn't have known. Here we go. Let's have a look. Lloris. Oh, Tanganga's there.
Tanganga's starting right back. I wasn't expecting that one.
Exactly. Dyer. What can we say? Deli. Lo Celso. Okay, brilliant. So Cody's got another tweet all lined up for when he runs the ball out of place, no reason whatsoever. The Cody will go viral.
I look forward to it.
Matt Doherty is on the bench, yet there's no Joe Rodon.
No Rodon at all. Anyway, look, let's run through this lineup from back to front. I imagine it's going to be a 4-2-3-1. We've got Hugo Lloris starting in goal, a back four of Japhet Tanganga, Toby Alderweireld, Eric Dyer and Sergio Reguilon, double pivot of Hojbjerg and Lo Celso, and then Bale, Ali and Son playing behind Kane. Look, at least we're getting some of the consistency, Brian. It's not consistency in some areas of players that we want to see, but it's a bit of consistency with Dyer, with Ali, with that Bale, Son, Kane trio as well. It's hard to say anything that we haven't really said in the last week or two with this one. But look, along the bench, you've got Hart, Doherty, Sanchez, Winks, Sissoko, Ndombele, Lamela, Bergwijn, Lucas. So no Carlos Vinicius in that squad either, which I think is becoming a bit of a trend in Mason's tenure. And as well, just to note, Tanguy and Ndombele on the bench too. I suppose there's a bit of firepower on that bench, Brian, if we do need a bit of pace to affect the game, if we need a change late on.
Yeah, you say that. We needed it against Leeds. And we didn't make the changes. And I also don't understand. Yes, Dele had a good pass for Son's goal. But what has he done in the two games he's had that would say to any other manager picking a team that Lucas needs to be dropped?
Yeah, I don't get that. And I am a massive, massive fan of Dele Alli. Even the whole way through January when he was nearly leaving, I said I wanted him back. I wanted him to get his chance in the squad. He's gotten his chance. And he's wasted it. He hasn't been good enough. He does not deserve to be in that squad. Lucas has been the best number 10 we've had all season, because we've been struggling for a player in that central attacking role. And Lucas came in, made it his own, was incredible against Man City in the final, whipped off. And have we seen him since? I don't think we have.
No, and the thing we need as well is also, you got to remember, Traore is a huge threat. It's why I think Tanganga's playing at right back. So the one thing you want is someone like Lucas, because if they can win the ball quickly and break, you need Lucas's tenacity. You need Lucas's energy. Two things that Dele Alli doesn't give you.
Absolutely. And I think Lucas showed his worth in that final against City when we were struggling to get out, but he could pick up the ball and he was running past men. He was winning free kicks. He was getting us out. He was relieving the pressure. And if he can do that against the best defence in Europe, I would argue, in Manchester City, he'd have a field day against Wolves. It's exactly what we need. But
Exactly. The Dyer one is just mind-boggling. I don't know. I think this guy literally has to go and slap Dele Alli's wife or something before he gets dropped.
Did you actually see Dele Alli is going out with Pep Guardiola's daughter at the moment?
Oh, man. Did you know what? It just goes to show. He got dropped. He said he had this ex-girlfriend that he dropped and this was the problem. He can have any girl he wants. Any girl he wants. But what do you have to do? That's probably why he's got his new hairdo, mate. He wants to get an endorsement ad so he can... Oh, mate, it's just a joke. It's just a joke. But yeah, Matt, I'll leave you to it. It's always great to be on your show. Love your content and love speaking to you, mate. You're a top boy. And listen, if you have a link for the watch along, I might pop on at half time just to go over the halftime thoughts with you.
Absolutely perfect. I look forward to it, Brian. Thank you so much for popping on.
No worries. Always a pleasure, buddy. Speak to you later.
Talk to you soon. Bye.
See you.
Always good to get Brian's input there. We're also going to take a quick look at the Wolves lineup just to see exactly what we are coming up against. Let's get. Oh, they've given us a formation and all, aren't they? So kind. So Wolves, they are sticking with a 4 at the back today, and it's not a formation. It's actually a big surprise. It's not what I expected to see at all. They start with Rui Patricio in goal. Nelson Semedo moves across to left back as Ryan Aït-Nouri drops to the bench, and he makes way on the right hand side for Keanu Hover. Two centre backs then, Connor Cody and Roman Saiss, I suppose, is what we would have expected. The double in midfield is João Moutinho and Leander Dendoncker. And then the three behind the striker is Adama Traore, Vitinha, and Morgan Gibbs-White out on the left-hand side, with Fabio Silva starting up front. So, of course, no Pedro Neto for Wolves today, who is injured, but a very strong bench with the likes of Aït-Nouri, Ruben Neves, Willian Jose, and Willy Bolly. It's going to be a tough game there. It's running through their full bench is John Roddy, Ryan Aït-Nouri, Marçal coming back from injury, Ruben Neves, Willian Jose, Willy Bolly, Luke Cundle, Maximilian Kilman, and Theo Corbianu. A few names there, I'll be honest, I haven't heard of before, but a very interesting lineup from Wolves. It's, I suppose, interesting that we've gone with Japhet Tanganga at right back, and it's the first time in a while we don't really see much pace down that left-hand side for Wolves. Morgan Gibbs-White usually plays in the centre. I wonder will it actually be Vitinha out on the left-hand side there with Gibbs-White slipping into the number 10 role. Also interesting to see, as I mentioned, Nelson Semedo starting in left-back. He is a right-back, but I'm sure he's out there to contend with Gareth Bale. But Son against Keanu Hover could be a good place for Spurs to cause Wolves some problems. We've got Jiminy saying, let's go Spurs, not hopeful, but will have to be optimistic. We've got Fen coming in saying, come on, you Spurs. Jiminy as well saying, how have you been, Matty? Been missing your channel, just been very busy. I've been good, Jiminy. Not quite enjoying the football going on at the moment, but the channel's going well, so I can't complain too much. Channel members, the link is now in the members only community feed if you do want to pop on for a quick chat about the lineups and about the game ahead of us. And I'll also be talking about the protests that we saw at Spurs yesterday and the lack of it this morning ahead of today's game against Wolves. So channel members into the members only community feed, and you can pop on for a quick chat. I'm sure I know the few familiar faces I'll be seeing, but anyone else, if you do want to pop on, it is over there. Jimmy saying, I missed Josie already. Bold shout there. Ethelston says, Mason is simply clueless. No Lucas. Why? I'm asking myself that same question, Ethelston. I'll be honest with you. As we were just chatting there with Brian, he's been the one player who's made that number 10 spot in the Spurs squad his own. But here we are with Dele Alli starting again. And like I said, I'm a massive fan of Dele Alli. I've been a huge advocate to get him back into the team. But then he got back into the team and he simply wasn't good enough. So he doesn't deserve the spot in the team if he's not playing as well as other players in that position can play. It seems simple, but it doesn't seem to be noticed in the Tottenham hierarchy, because I don't think it's Ryan Mason picking these teams. I think it is someone a little bit higher. Maybe just trying to get that 5-10 million extra for Dele Alli in the summer, which is interesting because the fact that he's playing terrible would suggest he won't get that price tag up. But look, we got Aaron Fernandez saying no Aurier at all, Paris confirmed. And actually, I didn't even think of that. I noticed he wasn't starting. I didn't notice he wasn't on the bench. But yeah, could Serge Aurier be on his way to Paris? Let me know what you think in the live chat. I personally think it's only a matter of time before Aurier heads back to PSG or to any other team in France, to be honest. It just hasn't quite worked out for him at Spurs. He's had good spells and he's had terrible spells, and he's been out of the team for a while. And it just seems to be the same cycle with him. So I wouldn't be surprised if Serge Aurier does move on this summer. Jiminy says, only good football news lately was Leicester beating Chelsea. I'm happy for them. Wish it had been us, though. Yeah, look, I was watching that cup final yesterday and the celebrations afterwards. I actually tweeted it out. The togetherness of that Leicester squad, from fans to players to coaching staff to owner as well, I was really envious watching that. And my God, I wish that was our football club, but it's not, and it's not going to be for quite a while, unfortunately. But look, like we said, today is all about Tottenham against Wolves, and let's bring on Mr. K to have his say about this one. Mr. K, good to see you. How are you getting on?
Not too bad. I was at the protest yesterday, but it's really having a sleep and then getting over it and then coming over here and watching the game and then getting behind your team. It's still a Spurs squad. They got the badge on, so you have to support them. I'm looking at this lineup and I'm thinking to myself, finally, Aurier just seemed to get pulled out of position too regularly. Defensively, he's not maybe able to get the ball when they cross the ball in. Having a taller lad like Tanganga there. I think you had to do something like that. Let's have a look now. The Reguilon, Dyer, Alderweireld, that you expect them to keep building. The idea of having Lo Celso at the starting, I don't know. He's been picked ahead of Dombele, that's for sure. and I don't understand. Like, if you want results, you're putting him on too soon. The guy's recovered from an incredibly long injury. He's still rusty. Even the last game, he's still rusty. I would bring him on as a sub, and bring either Mora on or Dombele, one or the other. But it really depends how they use Lo Celso today. So that'd be interesting to watch. Bale and Kane, you can't say no to that trio at the front. Hopefully Bale recovers from his I think what we've seen, a bit of sluggishness from Kane, might have been like, irritation, what's happening with the squad. At the same time, he's got a little bit niggling ankle where he's had injections put in for the final and stuff like that. It takes longer to recover. So you tend to be half a step behind everything. You're not sharp as you want to be. And to really score as many goals as he has scored, he had to be super sharp, right? Had to be. I mean, this is the Premier League. It's not an easy league to walk through. It doesn't matter what team you go up against. So I'm quite confident with our lineup. Wolves, they've got that pace on the right hand side. That's like a juggernaut. And sometimes we've seen 3-4 of our players go down with yellow cards trying to stop him. But I don't see enough threat from Wolves to really take us out. So I'm going to hold up with our squad. Tell you the truth. There's nothing to play for, is there? So that's perfect. They're definitely going to play now. And
that'd be typical Spurs. As soon as there's
we're likely to see the best out of them. But from your impression, what do you reckon? You're not afraid of this Wolves team, are you?
I'll be honest. I'm feeling a bit more confident having seen that lineup, because Fabio Silva starting up front, he hasn't really made his impact yet at Wolves. Been there, is it their club record signing? Something like £35 million he cost, and Morgan Gibbs White out in that left.
Did you say he has not yet done anything? I mean, he hasn't done this thing. Oh no, he's playing against Tottenham. You know what that means, don't you?
Oh God, this is my fault, isn't it?
He's never done. He's going to find a way to do it today, correct?
He's going to bag a hat trick now. It's written in the stars. Typical Spurs.
I think if we get going, if we really, really get going, we can win this game 3-1. Myself personally, I always go for 4-1, because I believe that our team, no matter who they are, since Poch's time, we can beat any team 4-1 in the day. We've proven that, time and time again. It depends whether we're up for it or not. So, I reckon 3-1, 4-1. Obviously, if it goes down that we lose 3-2 or something, right? Yeah, then, that's the malarkey of the game. Predictions in this season, right? Yeah, come on, let's face it. You'll end up with egg on your face 9 times out of 10.
Yeah, it's been the most impossible season to predict. There's one game in the last week I thought the result was written in the stars. I put a tenner on Chelsea to beat Arsenal, and I think we know what happened there. So it's been a bizarre season.
You lost a tenner.
I did. On the two teams I hate the most in this world as well. They're the ones who cost me.
What about the final? What about the final?
The FA Cup final.
Yeah. Did you put any money on that?
I didn't know. I didn't. If I had, I would have put it on Chelsea. So I'm glad I didn't.
I put him on the stream and said it was going to be them. But come back to this team here, right? Yeah, I think we've got. It's going to be a nice game, but I reckon we should. Come on. With the setup we've got, I'm only worried about Lo Celso not being sharp enough, and we need him to switch the ball around. We need the ball to find him more often than not, and he needs to move the ball without getting tripped up, kicked in, stomped on his face. It's like, what's happened to it? I seriously want one of our players to come running in and put a boot in, right? Yeah, just for that. And I think, Lamella's about the only person that would do something like that.
That is true.
That is true. But look, thank you very much, Lamella, but we want you to, go into the sunset and retire somewhere now, please.
Head back to Roma. I hear Jose wants you. Off you go. But look, Mr. K, thank you very much for calling in. I've enjoyed this chat. And look, as always, thank you so much for your support on the channel. It is always greatly appreciated. And I'm sure we'll talk to you again soon.
Take care. Bye, everyone.
See you. Bye. We've Aaron Fernandez here saying Alistair Gold has said Serge Aurier has a groin injury. I was just going to take a quick look at that and see if he talks about the extent of it or what. But I suppose it makes sense as to why he's not in the squad. Or is it one of those, as soon as a player is linked to other teams, as soon as the transfer is potentially happening, he's injured. But all Gold says is Serge Aurier has a groin injury, which is why he misses out today for Spurs. So not too much detail or context on that one, but it's certainly one to keep an eye on as we approach the summer transfer window. But look, let's get our next channel member in. We've got Fen from Everything Football. Fen, how's it going?
Yeah, not too bad, Matt. Not too bad. It's been an interesting week, really, for football. Quite bizarre.
It's been a very interesting week.
Yeah, well, I mean, both for Spurs and not for Spurs. So, Yeah, but how have you been keeping?
I've been good. I've been enjoying the bizarre week. I was actually just saying earlier that there's so many teams ahead of us in the top four. As soon as we think our hope is gone, they lose a game and give us that slight bit of hope. And Chelsea did it against Arsenal this week, Leicester against Newcastle last week, Brighton against West Ham last night. They're just teasing us. They're teasing us because they want us to think we're getting back in. But look, Fenn, what do you make of the Spurs lineup for this one today?
I personally, I think it's a good lineup. I think it's quite an interesting lineup. Obviously, Tanganga filling in at right back. Aurier not even seen on the bench. And as you literally just mentioned, supposed to be a groin injury or whatever. Don't believe that for a second. I think Levy wants him out this summer. And I think most Spurs fans do because it hasn't really panned out at Spurs. But that means we need to go and buy another player in the transfer window. And we know how reluctant Spurs are trying to buy players. So that's a problem. But I think also Dele in there. You said that you're a big Dele advocate. Same. I love Dele Alli, but he hasn't had his best performances, and Lucas needs to get a run in. But obviously, I think he's just in the shop window. I don't want Dele to go, but I think there is quite a big chance of Dele leaving us this summer. Midfield, certainly Lo Celso. He hasn't had his best run of games, but I think since his injury, especially, I think that injury has had quite a big downfall on his Spurs career, really. But I hope he can get back on track. And the front three, as we know it, the ones that always bag the goals, the ones that always deliver for Spurs and keep us in this hunt for top four that we really aren't in. But it's an exciting night.
It is, and like I was just saying to Brian there just after the lineups came out, it's at least we're starting to see a bit of consistency in the lineup, and it may not be consistency in terms of the players we want to see, but it has to be benefiting the squad in some degree that it is Oliver Ireland Dyer in centre half all the time. It's the same front four. It's looking to be the same two in the field all the time. Even though it may be the wrong decision, at least there is that bit of consistency and something the players can get used to. But touching quickly as well on the Wolves lineup, there's no Pedro Neto because he is out injured. But even aside from that, it's a bit of a weird lineup. What do you make of it?
Yeah, and obviously Ruben Neves, one of their best players, in my opinion. He's on the bench as well. But I think it's an interesting lineup. Obviously, Fabio Silva, for me, is the one that I think he's had a really poor start to his life at Wolves. And I feel for the guy because he's a young lad. He's had to step in. But, I mean, it's good for Spurs. But you know what Dyer's like. And Fabio Silva, he's been shocking for Wolves so far. But that means he'll turn up against Spurs today. And also, their back four is quite interesting. Obviously, Semedo filling in at left back. I think we've seen him there before because of another couple of injuries at right back. But Hoover, he's an unexperienced right back. But I think he's had the experience from Liverpool, obviously coming from Liverpool. So it's an interesting lineup for them. But I think they're trying to match us in the 4-2-3-1. So maybe not trying to get caught by our front three. But you never know with our starting lineup, and their starting lineup's different as well. So that adds that bit more of almost, well, it makes it more interesting for both teams because Spurs are coming out to play how they thought Wolves were going to play, but now Wolves have come back with a different style of play, and that could come up and trump us today. But yeah, it's an interesting lineup, but it's just good for Spurs, really. Yeah,
I think the fact that it is that bit different for Wolves, there might be a new system trying to get used to, or some new personnel there trying to acclimatise to being in that team. Look, to some extent, it could be a team maybe that Nuno Espirito Santo was looking to play next season with the young players like Hojbjerg, Gibbs White, Vitinha and Fabio Silva. Maybe he's just trying new things out as the season kind of peters out, and that would of course be beneficial for us. We've got Danny here said, "Hey Matt, like the haircut, bro." Thanks, Danny. I like it too. Saying hi to Fenn as well. Danny, if you want to hop on, the link is in that group chat, but no worries if you don't. Fenn, just before we do let you go, I want to ask you your thoughts on the protest yesterday at the Spurs Stadium, if we can even call it a protest. What did you make of the turnout?
It's poor from Spurs, really, and it's the same old Spurs fans. But I think the publicity that was shown, the publicity that I saw certainly wasn't good enough. And also the fact that people are coming away from it feeling even more distant from the club is really poor. If you wanted to become more become close with Spurs, that would be the place to go. But obviously, when people are saying that they feel more distant to the club, it's not good for the club. It's not even good for the mentality of the fans. And well, is there a protest? I wouldn't even call it a protest. It's more like a family gathering, really. A couple of Spurs fans down there, but obviously putting in the effort and showing great commitment to the club.
Yeah, and just on that point of the protest today, everyone was saying the one yesterday was poor because there's going to be a bigger one today. There's going to be a better one today, and I don't think there's even been one today. It's for a fan base who is so loud about wanting change at the club and wanting the hierarchy to move on and all that. When we were given a chance to show that and given a chance to actually make our voices heard. And look, this isn't at the fans who can't make it there, who live too far away or who are working, all that. That's obviously, you can't do anything about that. But the fans who could have gone down there, the ones who live near the stadium, who are always on Facebook or Twitter trying to say what they want to say. And then there was an opportunity to do this. Even I'd say today was even a better opportunity because on game day, there's going to be more media there. There's going to be more coverage. And the fact that Spurs fans have let us down. We've been embarrassed by Chelsea, Arsenal and United and the protests they've had. And I've seen so many Spurs fans saying, will we do better next time? Let's do it. And it's completely let down. I do think the Tottenham Hotspur Supporter Trust are planning something for the Villa game, which I would imagine would be a much better turnout given the fact that there will be 10,000 fans at that game. So hopefully something happens there, but I wouldn't hold out too much hope for that. Look, Finn, before we do let you go, can we get a score prediction for this one and who you expect to see on the score sheet?
Score prediction, I'm going to go for 2-0 Spurs. I'm going to go a double from Harry Kane and an assist from Dele and an assist from Son. I'm looking for the front four really to have a big impact today. And I think we are going to beat Wolves. I don't think it'll be comfortable. I think Wolves will apply the pressure like how they usually play. And it's going to be an interesting game. Obviously, Nuno, he's got his own style, but he's putting out a new style from what we can see today. So I'm looking forward to it. And obviously, hopefully we can get the whole team back on track really and get our fans looking forward to supporting this club and not being down because of our protests and whatever. Let's just put it out on the pitch today, and if we do get a good performance, then that's all we can really ask for from the players.
Yeah, fully agree with you, Fen. Thanks so much as always for calling in. Thank you for supporting the channel, and I'm sure we'll be talking to you as well soon.
Will do. See you later, Matt.
See you. We got Danny here saying, guys, smash a like for this wonderful channel. 89 watching. I want to see 89 likes. It's free and it helps massively. Danny, thank you for that. And everyone, it is completely free and it helps push this stream out to more and more people. So we get more people watching and build this amazing community even bigger. And look, while you're here, do make sure to hit that subscribe button as well for more videos, for more streams like this, plus the Tottenham Fan Voice podcast, Tottenham Hotspur Transfer Talk series, and updates on Tottenham's pursuit of a new manager as well. Jimmy says the one dislike is from Eric Dyer. I must have seen David calling him moon boots. And Aaron says, I took Son out of my fantasy football, so he'll bag a hat-trick. Look, if that's what it takes, I'll happily see you lose those 15 points, Aaron. I'll do anything for a Sonny hat-trick. But look, let me know in the live chat what you're thinking. As we were talking there with Fen about the apparent change in system for Wolves, who are just coming in off the back of a 2-1 win against Brighton, from which they've made 4 changes. It's going to be an interesting one for Spurs. Again, look in the live chat, let me know your thoughts on the protests. Again, if you could even call them that in the live chat, it's been a very poor turnout. And when Spurs fans finally had their chance to make their voices heard and to really say what we wanted to say, I think we as a fan base let ourselves down. And maybe that is a sign for Daniel Levy and for Enoch that maybe they don't have to go as soon as they may have had expected because of the unrest in the Spurs fan base. But look, let's take a look at the Spurs players arriving at the ground a while ago. So here's Gareth Bale making his way into the ground, of course, starting out on the right wing today. On very good form, statistically, the most clinical player in the league with the best minutes per goal ratio. But I don't think we'll read too much into that. When there's Giovanni Lo Celso turning up, I'm sure we've all seen the clip from that game against Leeds. I'm sure we all saw it live, him running out of play with the ball, and what is a very poor era, a very poor time for him at Spurs as well. I have Ryan Mason, the interim head coach, there behind him. Again, Spurs or pursuit of a manager got a bit quiet in the last couple of days, but I'm sure it'll pick up very, very shortly. And I'm hoping we'll have a manager in place in the next week and a half. Some at Spurs still confident it'll be done before the end of the season, but I'm certain it won't be Ryan Mason, the man who will be taking that. Let me know in the live chat who you are expecting to see, who you want to see, who you think we'll see. It's been a really confusing one, I suppose. We had so many rumours. There's over 50 managers we've been linked to. And even after all that, Alistair Gold has said some names in the club's shortlist will remain unknown until the final stages, and that's exactly how Tottenham wanted. So there may be a curveball in terms of who Spurs appoint for this one, but again, it really is anybody's guess. If I had to predict right now who I'd expect us to see, it would be Graham Potter, but is that going to happen? I'm not entirely sure. We've got Simon Cohen. Simon, good to see you in the live chat. Thank you so much for tuning in. Aaron says Dortmund interim manager is a shout. You know, I've seen a few things about this. Edin Terzic, I think his name is. I've seen a few people who've got some DMs and some mentions on Twitter as well, and even in the live chat here, people talking about Edin Terzic. I'm not going to claim to know too much about him. All I do know from the messages I'm getting is that he is the current interim head coach of Borussia Dortmund, who are having not a great season. Looks like Bayern Munich are going to win that league anyway, but they're sitting fourth in the Bundesliga, getting into the Champions League spots, which I think is more of an achievement this season than it has been in a while in the Bundesliga. When you're looking at the likes of Leipzig, Wolfsburg, and Frankfurt having very good seasons, top four is something that a Spurs fan would certainly bite your hand off for. But I'm not going to sit here and say I want Edin Terzic or I would take him, because, like I said, I don't know too much about him. LDN1 says, what happened to protests today? No news or coverage. I just don't think there were protests today. I really don't, which is a massive concern, because, like I said, the protest turnout yesterday was quite poor, and I think the consolation was, well, we have a game tomorrow, so the turnout's going to be better. The protests are going to be bigger tomorrow, and here we are with absolutely nothing happening at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium today. Like I said, a chance for Spurs to make their voices heard, and it just didn't happen. We've got Henry saying here, Roland due a bonus if he plays a certain amount of games and Levy doesn't want to pay. It would not surprise me one bit, Henry. It really wouldn't. Christopher says we will never know unless it happens, but Potter could end up like Poch if he took a higher level job. And look, I always say it, absolutely no disrespect to Graham Potter, because he has had a very, very good managerial career so far. Took over Östersunds in the 4th division of Swedish football and took them to the Europa League, where they almost knocked Arsenal out. Had a good time at Swansea and is playing really good football at Brighton as well. So he is very good at what he does. But it's almost similar to, I suppose, what Sean Dyche is doing at Burnley at that level, and what he's been asked to do in his career so far. He's done very, very well. But that doesn't mean he's the right man for the Spurs job. It doesn't mean he's the right man for a higher profile job. And Spurs should be looking for someone bigger, and we should be looking for someone better. And that is the truth of it for me, which is why I wouldn't be too excited about any of those managers. Russ, good to see you. Says, I heard you're in the running for the job, Matt Hayes. But look, if Daniel Levy wants me, I'll take it. I'll happily take that job. Darren says, I think the manager is already in place. To be honest, I don't even know who I want. And I feel the exact same, Darren. And I think I said it in my stream last week or the week before about all the managers we're looking at, that there's some managers there that I would accept, but there are none that I get excited about. You know, as much as I was speaking against the appointment of Jose Mourinho, and as much as when it initially happened that I feared it would turn out like it did, there was still a part of me that was excited about it, because you can't not be excited to some degree at Jose Mourinho taking over your club. Maybe not now, but because of what's happened since, but at that moment, you had to have been excited to some extent when Jose took over. But there's no manager there who has that feeling for me now. Julian Nagelsmann and Erik ten Hag, again, I didn't want them, because I feel like that was the wrong kind of direction for Spurs to go in. But there would have been that air of excitement because of who they are, what they've done, and what they could potentially do at Spurs. LDN1 says, I genuinely think Poch will come back. I think he will, but not now. I think he will be back at Spurs sometime in the future. There's talk of him being sacked by PSG if they don't win the league, which could happen today. If Lille better PSG's result at 5:30 today, Lille will be the French champions, and Pochettino will miss out on the league title in what is always a one-horse race. I think he is through to the final of the Coupe de Ligue. They beat Montpellier on penalties the other night, but I think Poch will come back again in the future. Jack says, I love Delhi, but how's he start over Tanguy? I really feel the same. Brad Matthews here coming in with the £5 super chat. Brad, thank you very much for that. Massively appreciate it. I know you're always popping in with those. Don't think it goes unnoticed. Says, watching Brendan Rodgers celebrate yesterday would point to him not joining us next season. Shame. How close are you to doing this full time? Well, first of all, I said that about Leicester yesterday. I think I mentioned it at the start of the stream as well. The togetherness of that Leicester side, from the fans to the players to the coaching staff, right up to the owner who came down on the pitch, and the biggest celebrations were when he lifted the trophy. It's something we can only dream of at Spurs, and it's something we're so far away from, and I can't see us having any time soon. It's upsetting to see a team, and I think I tweeted it as well, that the day Anthony Knockaert missed that penalty against Watford, and that famous commentary moment from Johnny Phillips when they got to the playoff final, the pity and the just the pity I had for that football club in that moment for Leicester was absolutely huge. And now here we are 6-7 years later, they've won a Premier League and they've won an FA Cup, and we do absolutely anything to be Leicester for their recruitment, for what they do on the pitch, what they do off the pitch. It's really not good. In terms of how close I am to doing this full time, I'll be honest, I'm not exactly close at the moment. It's going to take a while for us to get to that level. But Brad, every single super chat that you pop in, every super chat that anybody pops in, does put me one step closer to that. So I really do appreciate that, Brad. Thank you very much. And anyone else, if you do want to make sure your comment is read out and discussed, make sure to put a super chat in, and I'll get to that straight away. And like I said there, it is a good way to support the channel too. We've got Sue Smith here, says I'll pop in and out when possible. Wolves have key men out, no excuses. Look, Sue, thank you very much. Always good to see you in the live chat. Look forward to seeing you pop in and out as well. Any channel members as well, if you do want to come in and have your say about the game, about the lineup and all that stuff, if you head over to the members only community feed, everything will be explained for you there. And you can just hit the link and you'll be straight in here to talk to me. Make sure to like and subscribe as well if you haven't already. And just before we do carry on with our build up for the game, if you don't know what this channel is about, here's a quick message. We are about 30 minutes out from kickoff here at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. Let's just take a quick run back through those lineups for anyone who may have missed it when they were announced. A few little surprises in there, but for the most part, it is exactly as we were expecting and exactly as we were in recent weeks. We got Hugo Lloris starting in goal with a back four of Japhet Tanganga, Toby Alderweireld, Eric Dyer and Sergio Reguilon. Hojbjerg and Celso retain their places in the middle of the pitch with that same front four of Bale, Ali, Son and Kane. On the bench, we have Hart, Doherty, Sanchez, Winks, Sissoko, Ndombele, Lamela, Bergwijn and Lucas. There's been a few changes as well for Wolves. 4 changes, in fact, from their victory against Brighton on Sunday. They start with Rui Patricio in goal, a back four of Keanu Hover at right back, Connor Cody, Roman Saiz in the middle, and Nelson Semedo moving out to the left. Their double in midfield is Leander Dendoncker and João Moutinho, then Adama, Vitinha and Morgan Gibbs-White behind Fabio Silva. On their bench, they've got John Ruddy, Rayan Aït-Nouri, Marçal, Ruben Neves, Willian Jose, Willy Bolly, Luke Cundle, Maximilian Kilman and Theo Corbianu. A bit of surprise there for me, a few of those players involved in that Wolves team. But we got a super chat here from Dark Sung G, who says, Matt, I think Europa will be good for our rebuild. You know the phrase, start from scratch. I feel we will win 2+ trophies next season with signings. Well, Dark, thank you very much for that super chat. Massively appreciate it from you, as always. And look, I'd rather not have Europa League football. Of course, I'd rather be in the Champions League, but it's an extra route into the Champions League next season. If we don't turn up in the league, if our manager, for whatever reason, doesn't work out, if our signings, I would say for whatever reason, but if expected, aren't good enough, it is another route into the Champions League, and it's another chance at a trophy. The only thing I don't want is the Europa Conference League. I think that would be an embarrassment for this football club. I'd rather not be in Europe than be in the Europa Conference League. The other argument from that is if we're not in the Europa League, we don't have midweek games to distract us from the Premier League. We've more match fitness, less need to rotate as well in Premier League games. But I think the size of football club that we are, with the size of the squad that we have, we should be good enough to compete on 3 or 4 fronts throughout the season, as we did for a lot of this season. But yeah, I don't know about 2 trophies next season. I think you're being a bit optimistic there, but I love the optimism. That's exactly what we want in here. There's no point in constantly being down and upset and pessimistic. So I do appreciate that optimism, Dark Sun G, and thank you for the super chat. Malorian here says, sacked Poch, brought in and sacked Mourinho. Super League sign up and back out. Kane wants out. Son probably too. Levy known for good business, but this is not good business. I agree with that one. Sue Smith says, Levy, a typical narcissist, control freak and illusions of grandeur. Again, I couldn't agree more with that one. Oscar says, I understand that this is his first time being a manager, but no Ndombele and Rodon not even in the squad again. And this is an interesting point, because there seems to be people who are falling on kind of either side of the camp at Ryan Mason. One is, it's his first time being a manager. We can't criticize him for mistakes. He doesn't know what he's doing. And the other side of things is, well, he's a Spurs manager, he has to get every decision right. And I feel like it's a typical kind of thing with fans that you have to fall on either extreme. You can't really fall on the middle ground. But I think you have to cut him a bit of slack, but you also have to hold him accountable when at the end of the day, regardless of his qualifications and regardless of his experience, he has taken on this huge job and he needs to be held responsible for any mistakes that he does make. In the cup final, I thought he got a lot of things wrong there, from the lineup to the subs that he made to his tactics in midfield for the majority of that game. He has to be held responsible, but I don't think he can be blamed for the defeat, because at the end of the day, we were always going to lose to Man City. On this, I really don't know why Ndombele is consistently being left out of the squad. It can't be a footballing decision, because he is one of our better footballers. I know he has been poor in the last couple of months, but every player has been poor in the last couple of months. So I don't think it can be that. It's tough to kind of put your finger on it. I think the Ronan thing, it doesn't sit well with me that he'll compliment him, he'll praise him and stuff like that and say, well, he was cup tied in the cup final and then there's other players that were just better than him. I don't think that's fair. Like I said, when you're coming towards the end of the season, when your season is petering out, there's nothing really to play for. Give him a chance. You're giving Tanganga a chance today. You're giving a Dele Alli chance every game. You're giving a Celso and Harry Winks chances that they probably don't deserve. Joe Rodon deserves a chance. When he's played, he's been good. He's made a couple of mistakes, but with his age, with his inexperience, he is going to have some bad moments. It's not going to be 100% success rate for him on the football pitch. Joseph says, do you know how the protests went today? They didn't. I was saying it as well earlier. The poor turnout yesterday. People are saying, "Oh, well, it'll be fine. It'll be grand because the protest tomorrow will be better." And then all of a sudden, no one turns up today. I think I saw something a while ago. It might have been David actually happened out in the sec said there was 50 people who showed up. It is quite embarrassing. It is very embarrassing. Jack says he's still being paid a lot of money to manage the team. To not take Rodon in the squad is a mess, and to leave our best midfielder out is so odd. Carl says Mason is 100% responsible. He's made some crazy decisions, so he has to take the blame. Aaron says, Matty, do you think Ndombele is the weak link when it comes to playing pressing football? Look, maybe his fitness there is an issue, but I'd rather play Ndombele for 45 minutes and then Lo Celso for 45 minutes than just play Lo Celso for the whole game. Because Ndombele, when he does have that energy, is really, really good. And he's one of the better players in our team. In that Jose Mourinho team, he was the man up in that press with Harry Kane. So he has to know how to do it. He has to be good at it to some extent. In terms of when we have football, he is the most press-resistant player in our team. So I don't think there's any... It is a good point, Aaron, and it could be something in Ryan Mason's thinking, but I don't think he is... I don't think it can be a footballing reason for him to be out of the squad. Joe here says, what's happening with the career mode? I was going to quickly get my charger here because... Oh, my charger's in my bag. My laptop might die in a second, but Joe, I'm going to be starting the career mode in the next week or two. I haven't quite decided where I'm going to do it because there's some different opinions in that post I put out. But at the moment, like I said, I've no internet. I'm working off my hotspot here. So again, I do apologize for any connection issues. But yeah, the career mode will be in the next week or two. I'm doing a little trial run at the moment. And I did something that I won't be able to do if I do it on the channel. I sold Harry Kane. But in return, I got Foden and Haaland. So maybe it's worth it. We'll have to wait and see. But yeah, it will be starting soon. LLS Vlog says, Matt, do you think we'll win? Look, Spurs can win on any day. Any day. I'll have to remain positive, and I'll give my score prediction very shortly. But first of all, we've got the absolute legend himself, the one man holding Spurs YouTube together. It's David, the Irish Hotspur. David, how's it going?
Yeah, I'm all good. Before the game, look, I haven't actually wore a jersey in about 3 weeks because I've been that pissed off. I haven't worn one since the League Cup. Before the game, I do have to run in and put on a jersey because do you know what, Matty? It's mad that when I've come on, I've been hearing you saying about, we stop being like, we can't be negative all the time. We do have to try and find some positives. And I was only saying that on the pre-match pump up I was doing that. I woke up out of bed today. There's 3 games left. It's going to be a long summer. We've no Ireland in the Euros, Matty. It's going to be a long summer for us. And why not just enjoy these last 3 games? Enjoy each other's company in the Spurs family. And like everything else we can talk about during the week. Before the games, let's just be positive, pumped up going into them. And by the way, I'm loving the fresh haircut, man.
Well, I am as well. It's the most freeing thing. I saw a comment there a while ago saying, looks like my barber is Edward Scissorhands, but it's a lot better than before. And that's it. Just having not gotten a
No,
haircut for 6
I
months.
think it's a good cut, man. That's a fresh cut, man.
Thanks, David. I appreciate it. The only
But
thing
do
is
you know
I've
what it
forgotten
is?
how
Do you
big
know
my
when? Do
forehead
you know when
was.
you walked out? Did you get the wind going along the sides? Did you get that cold feel along the sides? It's so refreshing.
I did. The barber even said it to me when I was walking out. He said, "You must feel a stone lighter." I was like, "I did, I did." Yeah, like I'd forgotten how big my forehead was, so that was a bit of a wake up call. But look, it'll do. But look, I agree, David.
That's a fresh haircut, man. You're making me jealous. I have to go and get one now again.
Yours is good as well. But yeah, look, we need to be positive. We need to enjoy it. As Dark Sung G is always coming in with some really good comments. The positivity. There's
Big up, Dark Sung G.
Yeah, absolutely. There's not too much point in supporting a team if you're constantly going to be defeatist and you're constantly going to be negative. Look, there's times when you can't help it. Like with Spurs, it always happens to us that we go out and lose to Chelsea and City 2 times in a week, and it's look, what's the point in this? We lose points at home to Fulham, Wolves, Newcastle, all this stuff. You're going to be negative, but why not get pumped up? Why not try to get yourself pumped up and try and enjoy? Like you said, these last 3 games of the season, it's going to be a while before we see, for us anyway, our team playing football again. Let's go out and enjoy it. But look, David, I suppose we'll get your thoughts on the starting lineup for this one.
Look, Moon Boots is in again. What can I say? Expect some sort of. Actually, do you know what? Expect Moon Boots to try his best to give Wolves the game. He done it against Sheffield United. He was the only defender fucking up. And then Leeds. But apart from Moon Boots, happy with Toby. I'm delighted to see Tanganga in there. For me, I think that's because I think PSG is a done deal. So I don't think you'll see him for the last few games. But it's good to see Tanganga in there, and partly I do believe it's to try and deal with Traore personally, because Tanganga is a very good defender, especially one-on-one. You very rarely roast the kid. He's very competent, and for me, I would not expect to see Tanganga bombing forward. I really wouldn't. I'd expect him to sit there. The only thing is, though, I'm not happy about is Gareth Bale starting, and let me tell you why. Gareth Bale against Leeds, right? Now, as shit as Bobo the Clown was at right back, he was double teamed all game without Gareth Bale coming back and helping him. It was the same thing. The fullback gets the ball, or the winger gets the ball, the fullback overlaps, vice versa. They were just going down his side every time, 2-on-1. Now, the same thing, and I'm not excusing Doherty, but the same thing happened against Arsenal when Bale played on that side and Doherty played. The same thing kept on happening. The ball comes inside, in behind the fullback, they get in. Now, if Traore is down that side, which I'm fully expecting him to be, sure you play Lucas Moura. Surely you play Lucas. At least you get back and help out. As people are saying that Dominic Traore's had a bad season. Look, Jimenez is out of the team. That target man in the box is no longer there. Right? But he does have 4 goal contributions in the last 6 games. He's on a bit of a streak. I'm very surprised he didn't play Lucas Moura on that right-hand side.
I'm surprised he didn't play Lucas Moura anywhere. Play him on that right-hand side, play him down the middle. He has proved that he's a massive addition to our team this season when he's fit and when he's in that side. But look, I don't think anyone can kind of fathom what's going on in Ryan Mason's head at the moment. LLS Vlogs here asks, David, what do you think of not starting in Ndombele again?
Yeah, I'm surprised, to be honest with you. Especially, me personally, what I would have done is I would have dropped Dele and put Ndombele in the number 10. It's what fans have been asking for. Perfect time to do it. But I'm also surprised that he's not even in the head of Gio Lo Celso. Honestly, with what he done last week, run the ball out of play, I was expecting us to line up like a rugby team and throw it in and send Harry Kane up to catch it. Because that's what I felt like I was watching when he done that, rugby. Just get it into touch. He should be dropped. He was abysmal against Leeds, absolutely abysmal. And I'm kind of defending him the last few weeks, saying, look, he does actually get involved in the games than a lot more people give him credit for. Whether he does anything is neither here or there, but he gets involved compared to a lot of our other players. But with Ndombele, he's not fit, right? Surely you give him these games to get himself up to a bit of fitness and then continue that work with him over the summer and have him raring and ready to go next season. Because no matter how much I give him slag and end on burgers, end on fat ass, whatever, you know what I mean? The thing is, the nuts and bolts of the situation is there is a baller in there. right? A baller in there. And speaking from experience, right? You know, I'm a big enough lad. I'm a big lad, right? But I've very good feet. But when you're a bit overweight and you're trying to do the things your feet want you to do, right? Your brain is working quicker than your feet. So your brain knows, do. Your brain doesn't slow down. Your brain knows, do this, do that. But your feet and your body can't execute as quick as you'd like to. And that's Ndombele's problem right now.
I like that. Yeah, no, I think you could be right there, because you can tell there are times he comes out with some moments of absolute genius, like that goal against Sheffield United. You know, there's sometimes when he'll roulette past 3 or 4 men. He has the ability, he has the footballing knowledge, and he has the brain. So look, maybe you're right there. It is just him, his feet not being able to keep up his mind.
Did he not score in the last game against Spurs? I'm pretty sure he did.
He did, yeah. Scored after 36 seconds. He scored the opening goal. Look, interesting choice again by Mason. I'm not sure we'll fully understand why he's done that. But we've got another super chat here from the absolute legend that is Dark Sung-ji. Says, hey guys, out of Moon Boost, Sanchez, Coco, Bobo, Mr. Passion, Lloris and Dele, how many do you think we will sell? Also, if we get Europa, I hope Skip and Sessegnon do well. Dark, again, thank you massively for that super chat. Dave, we'll give that one to you. Out of Moon Boots, Sanchez, Coco, Bobo, Mr. Passion, Lloris and Dele, how many do you think we will sell?
First of all, I want to say, when you see a super chat like that, you know this guy is a loyal channel member. You know, when you see all the nicknames, he has them all down to a T. You know this guy watches this channel as his religion. So big yourself up, Dark Sun G. I absolutely love it. You know, I love seeing all the nicknames we've created over the course of the season, all in front of me. How many do I think we're going to sell? Look, I want Coco gone. I want Bobo gone. Coco and Bobo. I want Mr. Passion gone. And I want Moon Boots gone. And I want Dele gone too. I want Dele Marley gone as well. To be honest with you, I like them all gone, apart from Lloris. Because to be honest with you, I think with Lloris, the situation we're in now, because we've such other urgent issues to address in the team, i.e. right back, 2 centre backs, could do with another centre midfielder if you really wanted to, you know, push the ball out. We're not going to get a keeper this summer. I'll be very, very surprised if we get a keeper this summer. Mm-hmm. So for me, Lloris has 1 year left up on his contract. He's probably, if I was leaving, I'd make him see it out, but at the end of the day, he's going to leave then the next summer on a free, probably back to PSG. But that's Levy's fault. That's Levy's fault. He's had all season to be scouting Europe to try and get a keeper in. He knows Lloris isn't going to sign the contract. You know, so for me, I think Lloris will end up leaving on a free, and we're going to get nothing for him. But I want to say to everybody, that would not be Lloris's fault.
No, and I think Lloris will be in a similar boat to Harry Kane, where we won't begrudge him if he does go. You know, he's doing it for the betterment of his career. He's given a lot to Spurs, and we haven't returned that. So, look, it's what Levy does. It's what happens Spurs, and it's why the protests over the last couple of days should have been bigger. But David, I'm sure you'd want to say something about those protests.
Yeah, I have a lot to say. I don't want to be a mic hogger at him, but look, on the protest, right? A lot of people criticised the people for turning up yesterday. I criticised the people that were there yesterday. Okay, it descended into a bit of a party, a bit of a street, like, you know, the Americans would call it a block party or a social gathering. But the thing is, these guys turned up. We should not be criticising them. They turned up. What we should be criticising is the lack of organisation. There was 500 foot soldiers there ready to protest. There was no one there to lead the protest. That's not their fault. But they turned up. You know, so many fans, we've seen it all across social media, all across Twitter, YouTube, have been asking for this and calling for it. And in the moment we get it, we Spursy it. Levy's sitting there laughing at that yesterday. Leave me. Yeah. You know, I do want to address Levy. People saying they want Levy to die. We're going to have a party when Levy dies. Wrong. Completely wrong. You know, no matter how much we hate the guy, that you never wish death on anybody, ever. You know, and that's completely wrong. We screwed up there. But what I want to say to them people that were standing there chanting it, you know, if you feel bad about it, get back down there for the next one and put it right. Anyone that was standing there drinking and treating it like a party, I get it. There was no organisation. That's not your fault. You turned up for a protest and, you know, no one was telling you, like, leading you or telling you what to do or anything like that. That's not your fault. But, you know, you put us in a bad light. Get back down there again and put it right. You know, me, Matty, I'm a firm believer. I don't really want to target any more of these Premier League games. Look, maybe target one, get the game called off. Brilliant. It's the best sort of peaceful protest you can get by not letting the team buses in without, going over the top. But the ones I want to target, I'm not being funny, is the NFL games. Right? Mm-hmm. We need to get them games called off, not let the buses in the stadium, and make a show of them in front of their sugar daddies from the NFL. Make a show of them in front of the whole American audience that they're trying to target, that they took that Super League for. They tried to make that Super League for all of that, right? Mm-hmm. Target them in front of there. Don't let the games go ahead. When that happens, Levy's head will have to roll. He will have to go. Enoch would throw Levy under the bus, believe me. They would throw Levy under the bus because when you affect their money, especially like that, and their reputation, they'll get rid of Levy to try and appease the fans. But once they do that, you've already defeated half the enemy. That's 50% of the problem gone. You can target Enoch in a big way. You can just stop concerts going ahead, stop a lot of things going ahead. Okay, people are going to say, oh, it's harsh, all these people paying for tickets. Honestly, I couldn't give a shit. They're going into the stadium for a concert when we should be going in there for football matches. So I couldn't give a shit if we get a concert cancelled. I really couldn't. Tough luck on them. They shouldn't be buying tickets. They should be aiding our cause when it's at our stadium anyway. So this is the way we do it. Start targeting all the extra stuff surrounding the football. Concerts and NFL games. And that's when we get heads roll and that's when we get change. But before we do that, okay, it's all well and good. We can all sit here and put out stuff for social media. Get down, get down, get down. But we need an organiser. Yesterday, if I was there, I would have said, right, lads, let's all march down to the Seven Sisters, get behind one big banner right across the road, stop all the traffic. I couldn't give a hoot, right? It's still peaceful. Disrupt a bit of the highway, the high street, march straight up from Seven Sisters all the way through Tottenham High Road, right to the stadium, and then give me the megaphone, and I'll have pre-written out chants, and I'll get the chants going. So we're not singing about Musa Sissoko and Jelly Ali, players who have completely shit on the badge all season long, and we're singing their names like they're cult heroes. You know what I mean? Levy was laughing. But again, it's not their fault. We have to understand this. It's very easy just to criticize what's in front of your eyes. But these are the guys, like I said, these are the guys that actually turned up. They braved the rain. Like, we've seen excuses, Matt. It's raining. Don't know if I'm going to go, or, you know what I mean? This sort of bull crap. The FA Cup is on. I'm not going down there. It's too cold. You get a shower and a bath. You really don't care about what the rain. Stop lying. You know what I mean? You get wet in a bath and a shower, so stop lying. But the thing is, let's not criticize them for what happened yesterday. What we do need to say is, okay, we've got the foot soldiers. We've got the people willing to get down and mobilize. What we don't have is the organisation. So it's a stepping stone, a learning step, and use that to get the next one organised and have someone say, whether you like it or not, I'm the organiser and this is what we're doing.
Oh, David, I'm telling you, you should have been in charge of that first protest. I absolutely love that. I think it's a good shout, protesting against the things that they're doing purely for the business and purely to make an extra bit of money off the club. Look, it could be a good thing for the club, and I think the idea of what they're doing is good, but the execution is really poor because they're prioritizing their NFL and their concerts over the actual football club themselves. And that's the biggest issue. We got Wayne Bonner here with the £2 says, are we 5-0 up yet? Give it 10 minutes, Wayne. Give it 10 minutes. We'll be 5-0 up, I can assure you. Also with another £2 says, I can see Lewis doing something about Levy. Wayne, thank you so much for those two super chats. Massively appreciated. Look, I personally would disagree with you on that. I can't see Lewis doing anything about anything, because I think they put out that statement on Wednesday and the protests were useless. So maybe they think their statements worked, and maybe they think it's only a minority of the Spurs fan base that are the loudest. I think we need to do a bit more before we can kind of force any change in that football club. But I'd be happy if something was done.
But another thing, just on that quickly, Matty, I actually feel, right, so we kind of gave all the reasons why we want Enoch out, and then we just stopped giving the reasons, and it was just Enoch out, Enoch out. All of us YouTubers. We need to go back to, putting the points across. Instead of just sitting here going Enoch out, we need to try a different tactic. We need to start putting our points across in a proper way. Because that's how I think we're going to be able to wake people up. Because, I see someone messaged me yesterday, Matty, and was like, oh, well, I'm leaving in because you guys are protesting because he doesn't spend money. And I'm like, no, that's not the reason why the protest is going ahead. And I explained to him why it was going ahead. It's like this lack of football infrastructure. Levy not handing over the football side to football people. The lack of investment, proper recruitment on the pitch to be able to deliver the trophies which us fans want. this is the problem. You know what I mean? And he agreed with me. He agreed with me. So now, like, this is the thing. People are thinking it's all just over lack of money. And let's be honest, it's not true. We do spend money. We have spent money. It's how we spend our money is the problem. So I think we need to go about putting it back in proper words and everything else again, and putting it out proper. Instead of just sitting here and going to the easy, eating a cow because we're not asked, explaining ourselves 10 times. We need to go back to explaining ourselves 10 times. And I guarantee you we'll see better movements and more people down.
Yeah, I agree with you on that one, David. Look, there's so much time we're going to be talking about all these protests, about everything that's going on. It's going to take a long time for us to get changed, but we are 5 minutes out from kickoff, and we have been joined by the Watchalong legend himself, Marcelo. How are you getting on?
Matty, I'm telling you, bro. No, we're doing good, man. Doing good. I literally woke up and I was like, oh, like, I mean, I knew I would wake up before the game started, but like, I literally woke up and like, I was like, oh, well, can I find the link and everything? I was like looking for the link. I had to brush my teeth. It was a wild morning, man. But I got my coffee. I want to watch Spurs play, and you know, what could be a better day, man? What could be a better day?
Exactly. There's nothing better.
Just on that note, lads, I'm going to put on my jersey. Be back in 2 minutes.
Take your time, David. I'm going to try and get the stream up now. I just do want to say my internet is I'm on my hotspot today, so I don't know how this is going to work with the match stream and this stream going, but I'm going to try it. I'm going to see if it works, and look, if not, I'm sure we'll figure something out there. But Marcelo, we got to get a score prediction from you.
Man, you know, let's see. No. Like, so West Ham dropped points, right? A lot of teams drop points, so I'm gonna say it's gonna be a draw.
A draw.
No. Like,
yeah.
It's gonna be typical Tottenham. I have no faith in these players anymore. Enough positivity. I don't back these players. They're not Tottenham.
Yeah.
And I'm sorry. And just as you know, what's funny? Just Bablu, if you look at the comment, he said Marcelo brings positive vibes.
Not this time. But look, we got a super chat here to get to before we get off. Dark Sung G with another 5,000 South Korean one, because Dark Sung G is an absolute hero. Says, hey guys, during the summer transfer window, I think it would be fun if we guess the win, draw, or loss next season while analysing our rivals' team squad. Look, that's definitely something I'll keep in mind for content over the summer window, Dark Sung G. Absolutely. But look, like you know yourself, the main content will be Tottenham Hotspur transfer talk. So everyone make sure to smash that subscribe button if you want to keep up to date with Dark Sung G's suggestion there and Tottenham Hotspur transfer talk. But Derek, again, thank you so much for that super chat. Anyone else, if you do want to make sure your comments are read out, get in a super chat. It's the best way to support the channel. It really helps us out a lot, and also, like I said, guarantees to get your comments read out. But just running quickly through the lineups here, and I'll bring you through them again for anyone who may have missed them. For Spurs, starting a goal, it is of course captain Hugo Lloris. There's never going to be anyone else really, was it? Across the back four, we've got Tanganga, Alderweireld, Dyer, and Sergio Reguilon. In the midfield, we've got Hojbjerg and Lo Celso. Then the front three is Bale, Son, and Ali behind the man himself, Harry Kane. For Wolves, it's a bit of a change lineup with Rui Patricio starting in goal. They've got Keanu Hover in right back, Connor Cody and Roman Saiss in centre back, with Nelson Semedo shifting out to the left hand side. Leander Dendoncker and João Moutinho make up the midfield duo, with Vitinha, Morgan Gibbs-White, and Adama Traore playing behind Fabio Silva. Marcelo, get a quick reaction from you on that Spurs lineup.
You know, like, I know I've been into Ndombele's back, but like, you know, he is one of our best midfielders. Aside, I think Hojbjerg is our best midfielder personally, but I think he's our second best midfielder. You know what I mean? And that's not saying much because our midfield is really bad. But I'm just surprised he hasn't played any of these games. I'm shocked, because this could be easily a game.
In the canteen, lad.
But like, no, look, no, David, you and I both agreed that Ndombele, it hasn't shown the professionalism of, you know, being fit and everything, but he still is our second best midfielder. So like, you want to play your best players, don't you? Like we tried this lineup where I can see what Mason was trying to do. He was trying to find like a balance, you know, with Lo Celso, someone who's willing to, you know, tackle, but also, you know, maybe be creative. But like, you know, there's no balance in this midfield. This midfield is completely out of balance. And I like that he dropped Aurier. Aurier is Aurier is a joke, but not really excited, to be honest.
Yeah, I think that's the general feeling at the moment. Just Spurs are playing. Okay, that's great. There's no excitement about it. It's simply just going through the motions, playing all those games out to the end of the season, because we know we're not getting Champions League. We're probably going to end up in Europa League. It can only get worse from here. It can't get better, and that's I suppose what Tottenham Hotspur have become. But look, we are about to get underway here at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. Spurs going to be kicking off, playing from left to right. Dele Alli getting the game started. What are you expecting? An intense kind of high pressing game, Marcelo, or do you think it's just going to be a boring old let's get the season done?
We haven't been pressing the whole entire season, Matty.
That is true. That is true.
I don't expect us to start doing it now.
The only thing pressed are my suit trousers.
Oh, I love it.
Man, have you got it for the game?
Yeah, it's the same one we always use. I'll send it on there.
So,
Matty, do you want me to host this? Because my internet can easily host this one. I got new internet, so if you want, I can host this stream, and then you can do the other.
I'll see how my internet works out. And if it does start messed up, I think we might switch then. But it seems to be grand for now. I don't know how, because my hotspot is usually awful.
Yeah, whatever.
We'll see how it goes.
Yeah.
I've just sent that link into the private chat there, lads.
So make sure you what was I going to say? Yeah, make sure your celebrations are on point, lads. You don't want to get clipped again this week.
We'll see. Spurs have got this game underway. We are in possession now, back in our own half. Nothing really surprising in the way we're shaping up at the moment. Although Hojbjerg looks to be quite advanced, because we have possession at the back and I can't see him.
He's played Hojbjerg as a number 10, almost like as a number 10 at times before. You notice that? What is he doing?
Is it the same? Where? I actually can't see Hojbjerg.
Hojbjerg. Yeah, he's up the pitch.
Let's pretend Ryan Mason knows what he's doing. I think that's what we need to do.
Oh, that's a good. Never mind. Shit. Typical Tottenham.
Matt, you put that link in the private chat again. It's just I'm only after logging into it, so I can't see the link.
I'll send it to you, David. I'll send it to your Twitter.
Yeah.
Okay.
If you want me to. That's easy.
Yeah.
Wayne Bonner here says, is that Dele Alli or Jack Sparrow? It's anybody's guess. It's probably Dele Alli's brother, to be honest with you, Wayne.
Oh, man.
Bobby says, big up, lads. David has never looked better.
I know.
That's rough.
See the crown on my head.
Rough.
See the crown. I love that picture.
Oh, I do see it.
I love that. I already told David. I think that's one of my favorite profile pictures. It's just. I also really like Maddie's new one, the one that he made. I forgot to compliment you on that. That was really nice.
Chelsea?
I love it.
Yeah. I love that.
Marcelo,
really nice.
You need to get one. You need to get one.
No. This is the one I'll always keep. It's the Socrates.
No, I like that.
Yeah, the day of the boat.
Marcelo, will you do me a promise? If Harry Kane scores today, will you please do a Klinsmann celebration onto the bed?
I'll do one. Yeah. It's a heavy touch.
We got a super chat here from Daxon G. Says, "Oh God, it's Atkinson as ref. He's notorious in Korea." By the way, do you know who the VAR ref is? I hope for a 4-1 win. I'll have a look for the VAR ref. Bale crosses one in here to the box. It's cleared away. Here's Son on the left. Oh, it's good defending by Damatori in the end. I'll be honest, I don't know if Atkinson is a good or bad ref for Spurs. But if you're reacting like that, I doubt it's going to be good news for us. I'll have a quick look there for the
He averages 2.4 cards a game.
Oh, so we could have a bit of a feisty one today.
Yeah.
Long ball over the top, but it's easily dealt with there by Roman Slice. Connor Cody taking a slip there. It's not the first time a Wolves player has lost the footing in this one. Have they picked the wrong boots?
They're probably wearing Eric Dyer's boots. They've sabotaged them. Fucking moon boots.
God bless them. Bobby says, all protest talk put to one side for 90 minutes. Well, looks like it's been put to the side for 2 days at this point, Bobby. But yeah, I agree. Let's just
actually, Bob, it's a good job you didn't go down today, lad. You would have made 51.
He would have.
And I hope Bob is all right actually, because he did say in the Spurs family chat that he had a bit of a scare earlier on this morning. So I hope you're all good, Bob.
Yeah, I hope you're feeling good, Bobby.
I didn't hear that. No, I hope he's okay, man. I love you, Bobby.
I'll take more than that to get Bobby.
Yeah, he's a tough lad.
Like Jeff Shreed say, he's a tough cookie. I think he'll carry on. I was going to get a quick time check here in the game just for anyone who does want to trying to sync up your stream or anything. That is where we are currently at. We're 2 seconds behind that, but again, that's the best I can do, so I apologize.
Come on.
David, is your camera working?
Oh, fuck's sakes, Deli. Just
Oh, yeah, I
you
forgot
gotta
what's up.
pass it to the game, though, man.
Sorry, I was watching the game.
Oh, my God.
Here's Hojbjerg.
nice.
It's Harry Kane. Turns, he's going to hit that.
pressing.
He hits it.
Please.
Oh, it's off the post.
Oh!
What a strike that was by Kane. 30 yards out. Crashes against the post. Here's Son on the left-hand side trying to keep it alive. Pulls it back to Hojbjerg. And it's all the way back to...
that was good pressing. That was good
Dyer.
pressing, lads.
Ooh.
Good job. Good
That was a
pressing.
good shot by Kane. He's looking good.
Oh, that's a good ball out towards Son. Good
Oh, so
defending
now
there by
Oh!
Keanu Howard to turn it behind for a corner. But this is good from Spurs. We're playing...
Harry Kane's
We're
getting a goal
kicking the
today.
football properly.
Harry Kane's getting a goal today. I can feel it. Harry Kane
That was
had
great.
1 goal, 1 assist.
Great
Oh,
pressing
goal,
from
one assist.
Pierre. Great pressing from Pierre. That's great.
That is a great strike by Kane as well. It was Lo Celso and Hojbjerg in that press, but it's a corner for Spurs here.
Oh, is that
out on the
Lo
left-hand
Celso?
side? I think Lo Celso and Hojbjerg, they're both
Oh, okay.
both in there. But here's Son takes the corner from the left-hand side, whips it in towards goal, headed away by Connor Cody, I think it was in the end. Lo Celso
Wait,
picks up
Eric
possession
Dyer's
just inside the
taking
Wolves half.
corners.
No, Son.
Oh, okay. I was like, what?
Russ here doing us a favour says the VAR official is Stuart Atwell. Again, don't know much about him, but cheers for that, Russ. Hopefully that answers your question, Darkson G. Bob says, I know Dave, but I might have been the loudest. All good, lads. Thanks. It was just a long day yesterday, that's all. Good to hear you're feeling better, Bobby.
Brown
Yeah,
nose
you
is in
definitely
the
would have been the
audience.
loudest.
Oh, God. Get out. Get out. Get out.
Gareth
Get out.
Southgate.
Get
He's
out.
at every single Premier League game. Have you noticed that? He's at all of them.
Yeah.
I don't know how
He's
he
such
does
a
it.
brown nose.
He's there to watch Eric Dyer.
Yeah. He is.
Winning with the £2 says, what was the hair prediction? Run us through it, David.
Yeah, 1 goal, 1 assist for Harry Kane. Look, I think he's used a good hair gel today, topped off with a bit of hairspray. You're not going to see much movement in the hair. And he looks fit, focused, sharp, laser-like shooting boots on him today. I'm going to go 1 goal, 1 assist. Harry Kane is going to seize the opportunity today.
Man.
Interestingly, he hasn't actually scored under Ryan Mason.
We got Dara
Yeah, he
O'Grady
actually
here
hasn't.
says,
I just realized that.
why did Kane hit it off the post? He shouldn't have done that. The net would have been better. # Dara tips. Dara, you're instantly a better coach than Ryan Mason. Thank you very much for the advice
Dara,
there.
You know, the first shot, he's just gaining his rage, and now he's got his range. You're going to see one of the next 2 nestle into the net. Trust me. You're going to see that net bulge. That's what you want, Dara. You're going to see the net bulge, and Harry Kane's going to do it.
Honestly, the only thing I have to look forward to is Harry Kane winning the Golden Boot this season. That's about it.
If he does.
I think I hope he does. I don't want
He better,
to
because
to him.
it's a waste of a season if he doesn't.
Yeah.
And actually, Moon Boot's taking Ty's title of most eluded as well. So we have 2 titles.
Yeah.
True.
Nice. Good play.
Here's a regular
What do
into
you
the
make
middle
of
to
his comments?
Son.
He's
Oh,
promised-
gosh.
He's promised that, you know, we're gonna see it all for the next 3 games. What do you make of them?
Oh, just hold on a second, because here we go
Oh
with
my
Damator
God.
running through the middle of her team like a knife
Oh
through
my
butter.
God.
Just
Out to the
foul
right
him.
hand side to Fabio
Oh
Silva
my
as a deflected
God.
wide. But my God, I've never seen someone run through our team so easily.
Why is just take a yellow? Who gives a shit? Just take him down. Do a right Keane on it.
He's walked past them.
Oh,
walked
my
past them. And then Dyer and Oliveira not knowing who's doing what, but eventually getting the block in for Fabio Silva's shot.
Well, Salsa just said, "I don't give a fuck." Basically, there, he just stopped running.
I think we probably knew that before he even said it. I hate this team. Jeremy Smith says new managers in the
tried to be
stand.
positive.
Not me. No, me. I said that this game is going to be a draw. I'm not positive with this team anymore, man. I want these guys out. I
Corner
want some
comes
of
in,
these
not
players
dealt
out.
with. Larissa, the second attempt, manages to gather it.
Good job, Hugo.
Oh, God. Just coming up to 9 minutes played here. Tottenham Hotspur Stadium remains 0-0. Who's Alderweireld and Kane getting in the race's way there?
Listen, if Southgate becomes manager, I might like stop watching Spurs. Honestly, like
you say that, but we all know you won't, Marcelo. Marcelo,
like,
we could appoint Eric Dyer as our manager, and you'll still watch him. You know you would. Dara here says, great to see the original three back together, lads. It's like seeing Davis, Dyer, and Aurier in a back three. The first part of that was nice, Dara. Thanks for that, Dara, though. I do appreciate it.
Oh, good passing.
It's been a while since the three of us have been here.
Oh, I lost the ball, Sonny.
Oh, damn. You can't get the ball off him unless you're good defenders.
Jesus. Yeah, unless you're
Let's
not.
go, Jack.
Here's Gibbs wide at the left-hand side into Nelson Semedo.
Ah, that's it. There's my
forces him back. Gibbs White back
That's
even
it, Jack
further.
Cakes.
Stupid foul by Hojbjerg.
After the good work by Jaffa Cakes as well.
Jackson G here says, what I find sad but funny is that I'm pretty sure Toby and Moon Boots were running at 100 and Adama was running at 30. It's just, the man is absolutely rapid. It is, to be fair, it is hard to stop him.
But this is what I'm talking. We need some pace in this team. We need some youth. You know, we need something like that. You know, football is a simple game, lads. You know, people like to make football a super complicated game. Yes, formations are important. There's three things in football that you need to win a game. You need a game plan and a formation, and make sure you can keep it, right? 2, you need to be able to be faster and pass the ball faster than your opponent. And 3, you just need the desire to win. You have those 3, you win the game. Simple as. It's simple.
Can you take over? Will you be the next Spurs manager? Would you win the league with that philosophy?
Honestly, like literally, the thing is about our team, right, Maddie? Like honestly, we lack the basic, like fundamental, like we lack the fundamentals. Like yeah, we have some players that can do some magic. You know what I mean? Like Ndombele, you know, they say he's the most press resistant midfielder, right? Sure, okay, he can dribble 3 players, and sometimes that comes in handy. Sometimes, you know, he can do some great stuff like that and then score a goal or, you know, get an assist because of it, right? But you can't always depend on that. You can't always depend on it. Like, you can't always depend on like some magic from like Son and Kane. Like, you need to have the fundamentals. This team lacks basic fundamentals. Pass the ball, movement off the ball, you know, quick first touch. You know what I mean? They're the first, like, these guys take way too long with their touches, way too long to pass.
Ali just did there.
It's just like running into blind alleys. It's just there's no idea when we have the ball. You know what I mean? It's just like vibe. Let's just vibe. You know what I mean?
No plan, just vibes. Just
vibes. Like, just pass the ball, move without the ball, and if you do that better than your opponent, you win most of the games. That's what Pochettino did. We were just fitter, Maddie. There's a lot of teams that are better than us, but we just beat them because we were fitter. You know what I mean? Like, we would just outrun them and, you know, just pass and move the ball quicker than them. That's how you win games.
Yeah, it is, and it's like you say, it's those fundamentals that we really have been lacking this season.
Tottenham was built on push and run football. Can't even run.
Yeah.
Yeah, we just lost. We've lost way too much of what this club is about. We've lost everything that made me fall in love with this club. Really, the passion on the pitch, the high intensity playing, the pressing, the effort, the manager we loved, the owners that were bringing us somewhere before they ripped apart their own work that they did. It's it's concerning, but there's a chance here. No, Kane's pass intercepted.
And you know, Bill Archie, you know. You call me a Yank and you say, you know, like, oh, I'm just talking breeze, right? But no. How about this? You prove me wrong. How do you win? No. How do you win a football match? Is it not basic movement off the ball, basic passing, you know, excellent first touch? Look at City. Maddie. I mean, of course, yes, they have like great players like De Bruyne who can, you know, do some of the out of the world passing. You know, like, you know, he can do some crazy passing, right? But if you look at it, most of their build-up plays is because they do the basics just absolutely, like, you know, they do the basics excellent. They like their first touch is excellent. Their movement off the ball, excellent. And their build-up play is just built from those two basics. And then at the final third, you need that bit of creativity. You need that bit of De Bruyne-esque. You need that bit of Harry Kane, just beautiful finishing. You know what I mean? Like you need that extra oomph. That's when talent comes in. But this team lacks fundamentals. Our fundamentals are so dog shit.
And the worst part for me is I've said this a bit in the last couple of months, so people have kind of disagreed with me, but I think individually our squad isn't that much of a problem. Like I think on paper, we're not that far off having a squad that could compete. Like you look at the likes of Lo Celso, is an incredible footballer, but he's just not playing well. Aurier has the ability and has shown that at times this season that he can be a good defender, but he's just not doing it. I do think our squad is massively, massively underperforming. And I will accept there are players there who aren't good enough for Spurs. We'll come back in a sec. Here's Son just coming into the Wolves box on the left-hand side, brings it down to the byline, squares it, but it's carried away by Connor Cody.
Oh, man.
Sergio Reguilon here will pick it up again on the left-hand side. Pulls it back to Hojbjerg and Wolves back in shape quite well. Hojbjerg tries to lift it into the box. Away this time by Slice. Tanganga takes it down on the right. Yeah, this attack kind of petering out to nothing as Tanganga loses possession. But like you can say, look, Dyer isn't good enough. I will accept that.
No.
Some other players, I'd argue Dele Alli at this stage because he's been terrible for longer than he's been good. But the 18, 19, 20 players that we have in our first team squad, I think we're not that far off having a squad that should compete. It's just nothing is coming together for us. And the players are mostly to blame because they're not playing for the badge. But our squad should be doing better than they are with whatever manager. And look, they're showing here stat, the attacking drop-off for Spurs since 2016-17. We've gone from 17.6 shots per game with a reduction in that every single season to just 11.4 shots per game this season. That's shocking.
I disagree with you, Matty. I think we need a complete overhaul. I think this team is just... I don't know.
I do think we need an overhaul, but we shouldn't.
Yeah.
We do need one, but we shouldn't. These players should be doing better than they are.
Shocking. Absolutely shocking.
Do you know what I think though? Look, I think we're a squad of bench players, to be honest with you. Dyer is a bench player. Lamela is a bench player for me. Lo Celso will be a bench player. Aurier, I wouldn't even want him in the squad. Winks is a bench player. Sissoko, bench player. Even Lucas Moura, like as good as he's been in the number 10, he's not a player you rely on week in, week out. I genuinely do think our squad has declined year on year. This season,
that's a good ball by Lo Celso down to Son. Sorry.
We've been bet 5 times by 2 or more goals. The last time that happened was in 2014-15. We still have 3 games left this season. We are declining, and the stats are getting worse and worse. For me, I just don't think a lot of these players are good enough, and I've been saying it all season. Look, there is also an element of underperforming. I do think we could have seen better, than what we have seen. There is that element. But genuinely, I think we just have a squad of a collection of players that, to be honest with you, I don't think a lot of them would end up in any top 16.
Oh, that's a great ball from Harry Kane.
One.
Oh.
Just runs past Son. He's offside anyway. And before we get back to today, a super chat here from Daxon G says, also in that Man City, they have a great bench. The problem, I think, is our squad probably thinks that even if we play bad, we'll get top 4. And I do think complacency has come into it a lot this season. Those games where we're 1-0 up and throw away points, complacency has definitely come into it. I agree with you there, Daxon G, and thank you again for the super chat. But David, you were saying?
Yeah, I just don't think we have good footballers at the team. I really don't. It's one thing to be able to do it in training. You know what I mean? Stick me on a training pitch. I'll do crossbar challenge all day and look good and record it. I just honestly, these players, a lot of them, just I don't think we're at the level that we need. They're just not. What we do miss is we have Hojbjerg in the middle, which is perfect. He gets stuck in. But then beside him, what we don't have is someone who control a game, like Michael Carrick, like Luka Modric. We've always had midfielders. Even as bad as he was, Tom Huddleston could get on the ball and find his passing range. We're asking Lo Celso now to do that. He's not capable. We're asking Dele Alli now to be able to do that. He's not capable. You take Christian Eriksen out of the team, as bad as he was for a year, which coincided with Tottenham's bad form as well. We don't have someone to be able to do that. We're now asking Harry Kane to do it, which is taking Harry Kane out of the box. So I think we're genuinely lacking. We're genuinely lacking two ballers, one in a deeper role and one in the centre attacking midfield role. And for me, that's what we're lacking in this team, along with quality footballers. We're now relying on players to do things like Marcelo was saying, the fundamentals of football, and they just can't do it. They cannot do it under pressure. When the pressure comes around, they cannot deliver. And for me, unless we get out of this cycle, we will never ever win anything.
And to add, to respond to Bill RG, he also said, like, he thought my analysis was a little bit too simple, right? Well, the thing is, it is that simple. That is how you become a great proper team. You look at Liverpool. Look how they won the Premier League. They didn't do it because Mo Salah would just run every defense down every game. No, they did it because they stuck to most of the games. 90% they stuck to the fundamentals, and they did it better than other teams. If you do the fundamentals better than the other teams, you will win most of the time. Most of the time. And it's just like, and the thing is, I'm not even saying fantastic.
Ooh.
We just don't do the fundamentals at all. Like, at all.
Yeah, but look, there's a free kick here in the edge of the box for Spurs. Let's also take it down about 25 yards out by.
Who's taking the moon boots or Kane?
Oh God, neither. Please.
Please.
Roman Sykes with the foul there. Takes also down. Has to be Gareth Bale, surely.
Has to be. But
you know, he won't score one more free kick in a Spurs jersey. No, it will be Bale. Yeah, Bale's lining this one up.
Okay, nice.
It's Bale. Come on, have a bit of faith.
Kane, get out of there. Well. Kane, get out of there.
Kane, just go in and look for the rebound.
Kane, please, lad. Please, lad. Just let Gareth.
My fear is he's already hit the post from distance. He might feel confident.
No, Bale's eyeing this up. Bale wants it.
Yeah. Bend it
this
like
is going to be a Bale masterclass.
Give it to me.
I think Kane is good. Oh no, it's Bale. Okay.
Come on,
Bale
give it to me.
Oh, it's a good strike.
Ooh, that's decent.
It's a good strike, but it's saved by.
I thought it snuck under. I thought he let it go.
Do you know what? He did really well to hold that. But Bale with a free kick from about 25 yards out on the right hand side. He struck it well, but it's well held by Rui Patricio. It's good goalkeeping. Ali was sniffing around for the rebound. Yeah, it's comfortable, I suppose.
Nearly wrong footing him.
Here
we go.
Oh, Dyer.
Nice. Good job, Toby. Look at Dyer. Just like, like commanding everybody. So used.
Like Dyer's the one who made the tackle there.
Oh, was that Dyer? Oh, okay.
Yeah, they swap positions for some reason. Dyer's on the right.
What?
It was just for that, whatever way the goal kick ricocheted or whatever. But anyway, 22 minutes played here. Lo Celso carries the ball into the Wolves half. Harry Kane dropping very, very deep here. Bale about 25 yards offside for some reason. I don't know what he's doing. Kane wins it back and he's going to get a free kick there.
How do we not win that? How do we not win that fucking
yellow card?
Oh, we did get that. Okay, I thought we didn't win that free kick.
Oh, my stream's getting kind of jumpy.
Oh, not my Harry. Leave Harry alone. That was a sore one.
Mine's fine, Matty.
Oh, is it? Okay.
Yeah. I mean, occasionally it would lag a little bit, but it's not that bad.
For my hotspot, I'm really happy with it. If Bale scores this, if Bale hits this from 35 yards and scores, I will give away a Spurs jersey with Bale 9 in the back. I'm telling you right now.
Yeah, he ain't scoring.
God, he didn't shoot. Lifts it into the box towards Kane. Oh, he can't get his foot around it. That's a good move, though. Good run by Kane.
Yeah.
Not in there for Spurs, but midway through the first half, it remains 0-0. Not much to shout about it, other than a Kane attempt in the opening minutes. Danny Kiriakou here says, "Did you guys hear?" Yeah, God, are we actually doing attacking stuff for the training ground? We're a big team now. Danny says, "Did you guys hear it? Last time we won a home game to Wolves was 11 years ago when Van der Vaart scored his first goal for Spurs."
What an interesting stat.
That's worrying, Danny. Danny says Bale was in that team.
You know, Espirito Santo can make Premier League history today. He can be the first manager in Premier League history to win his first 3 away games at Tottenham.
Oh, we're losing then.
Really?
Oh, right.
Oh, God.
Yes. I have more stats. You want more stats? I have some incredible stats then.
Give us all the stats.
Right, so Wolves, right, the reason why I reckon we have to have this game, we have to be 2-0 up by 60 minutes, is because 87 of Wolves' 133 Premier League goals since the return to the top flight have been scored in the second half. That is a staggering 65.4% of their goals scored in the second half, right? But not only that, to coincide with that, where's the other one? Give me 1 second.
Take your time.
Yeah, so they are the only team, bar United, to pick up more points from a losing position.
Wow.
Oh, God.
So
in other words,
you know,
we're going 1-0 up and losing 2-1.
We need to be 2-0 up by 60 minutes.
Remember last time we were 2-0 up? We lost 3-2.
Remember the last game? Ben Davis gave away the goal, shit bag.
Bale looking to get a shot away, but it's blocked in the end. Nelson Semedo throwing himself in front of that shot.
See, like, you look at Wolves, they're like a really well-organized team. You know what I mean? Like, they do the fundamentals, like, just decently. You know what I mean? It's not even, their fundamentals not even that good. It's just decent.
They get people out to the ball. Yeah. You know, you see with us, when teams play around the box, we all defend our box. We don't move out. We kind of let them play around. Wolves get out to us.
Yeah, they actually have some cojones.
Oh, that's good pressing by Lascelles to win a corner down the left-hand side.
Well done. Let's get Harry Kane
getting unbearable.
In my opinion,
the
next manager we have, lads, he has his work cut out for him. I don't think anyone wants to join. I think all these news are fluff. Honestly, I don't think anyone wants to join Tottenham right now.
I wouldn't blame him.
Too much work.
Son's corner cleared behind for another corner on the left-hand side for Spurs. His deliveries have been flat.
Yeah, back to... Man, do you know what? For the last 3-4 years, I've just been watching Tottenham, never been able to take anything from a set piece. I can't wait for the day we get someone in who can just deliver on set pieces and make us dangerous.
It's going to be so freeing.
Well, didn't Trippier was pretty decent in set pieces.
No.
He was inconsistent, though.
Yeah, but listen, he was better than Eriksen. He was better than Eriksen. He was a lot better than Eriksen.
He, you know, a lot of people give Trippier credit, but to be fair, you know, he cost us Champions League final. You know, all season long, teams were catching us out with long high balls in behind Trippier. Klopp identified it, and it's exactly what they've done to us in the Champions League final. And it led to their goal. Trippier was a donkey. I'm delighted he went.
No. I'm glad he went, but I'm just saying, like, he was decent. You know, he was decent with set pieces.
He was decent any time an England game was coming up.
Yeah, that's true.
I think we just missed that there with our stream lagging, but Dele Alli does a beautiful nutmeg there, scoop turn on the right-hand side through the legs of Ted Donker. That was actually a really good play by Dele, but nothing came of it. Poor decision the ref in the end to give a goal kick. Is it there? It's there.
Honestly, I feel like picking him up, holding him by his legs and start mopping my floor.
You know what's sad is when the major news about Dele Alli is that he's dating Pep Guardiola's daughter.
Oh, I know.
Not because of football, you know what I mean? Not because just the highlight of his whole season, he's dating, you know, Pep's daughter.
Is she good looking?
I don't know. I don't really care.
No, I'm just wondering, has anyone seen her? Because I haven't seen it, but I know there's been a lot made about him kissing her or something like that.
I feel bad for Pep.
You know, the biggest story for Dele Alli this season is him and Pep's daughter. Imagine. What a career. What a career. What a waste of a season. Absolute spoon.
Spoon.
This game is getting boring. I just want to see someone 2-foot someone now or something. There we go. Just as a call for it.
Something to happen. Duck has answered your question there. Apparently she is.
Big up.
Congratulations.
I'm happy for you, Dele. Bale here to switch to play, looking for some, but Hover is easily able to get under that. Nadama wins possession, and he runs past everybody.
Oh
that's
my
apparently
God!
all he does.
Embarrassing. We are a joke.
Nadama, so take him down, Hojbjerg.
No,
Fabio Silva hits it. It's just wide.
You know what we need? We need to get Vinny Jones in this fucking team. Get Vinny Jones in this fucking
Roy Keane. Just get Roy Keane in there.
Look how
This is the problem.
look
You
how
don't
often
have to
Hojbjerg here was
take the yellow card.
David, Roy Keane would be
Hojbjerg has
too
to take him
nice
down
to
there.
these players. Roy Keane would be too nice to these players. We need to get Vinny Jones. He's a
Oh,
psychopath.
no.
He
Roy Keane wouldn't.
He's a psychopath. I think the only person to match to look crazier than Roy Keane was probably Vinny Jones.
Yeah. He was a terrible footballer, though. He just used to
Terrible.
people.
He fit right into our team, so.
Well, we do need someone like that. You know, and this is why the Winks fan base really amazes me. Did they think Winks was going to take Adama Traore down there? You know, Adama Traore just did a fly land on me or something. You know what I mean?
Ronan here says, would you take Ward Prowse? It's not a question of taking Ward Prowse as if he'd make that step in his career. And I can see. The majority of transfers people suggest, it's like, would we take this player? We don't have the option. These players would not come to Tottenham. And
he's a £20 million player, but because he's English, you can add 20 more onto it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Although he's a set piece genius, I think is what Ronan was getting at there.
Oh, yeah, no, 100%. But we have Harvey White at Ipswich, right? Just bring him back.
Yeah. God, we've got a good few players coming back. Harvey White.
Why is this fraud getting camera time? We don't care about it.
Because he's played for Wolves. It's really easy to get on the camera now when Spurs are playing because the game isn't really worth the airtime.
He's taking a leaf out of Winks' book. Do you ever notice Winks is always in the camera giving it this? You know, especially when he's playing. The camera only ever zooms in on him when he's giving it a fist pump or getting a yellow. He's taking a leaf out of his diary. Go on, get it cleared.
Nope. Honestly, watching Spurs play is just so painful.
It's been a hard slog. We should honestly get an award for this at the end of the season.
Oh man, I could literally find about it's just, you know what, the only thing that's nice is that I get to chat with you lads again. You know, the Three Musketeers is back. That's the only positive today.
Back again.
I might have to burn my.
Duck says, how can you actually think Ward Prowse wouldn't want to come to Tottenham? It's because the players who've come to Tottenham in the last couple of years have killed their careers. And there are going to be better teams out there who want Ward Prowse. It's never as simple as, is this team better than the team you're at? It's how could Ward Prowse continue to better his career? Coming to a team that's underperforming and that is killing players' careers is not a step he's going to want to make. And it's also the other teams that will want him. And there will be better teams. Wouldn't surprise me.
You know, crazy enough, if Kane is still here somehow next season, I feel like Grealish would want to join. But we would never pay for him.
Join Spurs?
Yeah, we would never pay for him, though. No. He always talks about it. He loves... Have you seen him on social media? He loves Harry Kane, and he loves Spurs for some reason. He always posts about us. Every time we win, he always posts about us.
He should be in a Spurs jersey.
He should
I should be sitting here with my Grealish haircut.
He really is
I see that.
I think he really is kind of a secret Tottenham fan. I'm telling you, I think he is.
If he joins, I would actually get his hairstyle. I really would. I love him. And I know he done the dirty on Ireland. I get it, but I still love him. I think he's a terrific footballer. Even the way he wears his socks, he wears them like them old German players when they used to clean up in all the competitions. Just oozes class. And then with his long, wavy, blonde hair, dyed bits of blonde in it. I love it. Good job.
Yeah. I mean, to be fair, I think
I'd like him at Spurs.
I think Ireland. He didn't do Ireland dirty. Ireland, just.
Oh, he did.
Up. No, he meant Ireland needs to be able to lock down.
Oh, Delhi goes down in the box.
That's a penalty.
Connor Cody.
I want it. You better give it.
I've seen him given. He hasn't given it.
No, it's not a penalty.
You got to push in the back.
Is it? I have
it's
to
a foul anywhere else on the pitch.
I want it.
No, my stream.
If that's Liverpool, if that is Liverpool, they would.
Yeah, if that's Salah or Mane.
Yeah, or Bruno Fernandes.
Diving down the wing, Salah. Just in case Rob is listening.
How you doing, Brian? Brian Daigle, my man. I'm doing good. Just watching another painful morning of Tottenham trying to ruin our weekend. But they're not gonna ruin my weekend. They're not gonna ruin my weekend. I'm good.
No. Look, probably will ruin my weekend if I'm honest. It probably would, but at the same time, I'm just kind of used to it. I get why our fan base is full of losers, is because we just lose so much. It just wears you down to the point where you're just like, oh,
I'm numb to it. I'm numb. I'm numb to this pain. Like
But I'm addicted to it. That's the sadistic thing. I'm addicted to it because I love this club too much.
I love the club, lad.
This season has actually taught me how to be a gracious winner.
Yeah.
Honestly, a gracious loser. Sorry.
I'm not gonna buy any of the jerseys. I refuse to buy anything from the club shop. I might get. You know what I might do though? I might go look at the classic jersey shop.
Yeah.
And you know what, David? If I find something for you, also I might get it because I saw a nice jersey there, and I think you'll love it, lad. I think you'll love it. Yeah.
I might actually have a look on it later on.
Go classic the classic football shirt shop.
There's a yellow one I remember with blue sleeves. I'm trying to get it.
No, like see this one, it's because you need to tell me when it's your birthday, because I want to get something for your birthday, lad.
Oh, that's ages away, lad. It's November, but I treat every day like it's my birthday.
November. You send me your address. I'll get you that jersey, lad. Because for me, when I saw that jersey, I was like, "This is David. This is David through and through." You'll like it. I'm not gonna tell you what it is, but
yeah,
you like it.
Don't. No, I'd fucking yeah. No, look, I love a jersey. The only thing is, I'm not one of these people that collect opposing teams' jerseys or anything like that.
No,
I'm literally just Spurs. I have the odd Celtic one from when I was growing up as a kid. My old lad used to buy me them and that, but I always just have Spurs jerseys.
I only have Brazil, Tottenham, and then I have the odd local one. That's it.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I mean the local one, I had to buy this one. This is just a fresh jersey, lad. I mean, this.
You know what jerseys after popping into my head? Remember the brown one we had? I think it was back in the Europa League days.
Look how fresh this shirt is. This is from my local team. That is.
Oh yeah, that is nice. That's solid.
And it's got Artem Senna, the F1 driver that died.
Yeah.
This is his signature because he was a Corinthians fan.
Oh, all right. No way.
Yeah. It's a tribute to him. This shirt.
Oh, that's deadly.
That's a beautiful shirt, in my opinion. I had to get
it is
this.
Nice. It's very nice. Do you know what jersey I've always loved, and it's the only one from an opposition team I could kind of like? Is the old Real Madrid one. I remember R9 in it with the black with the gold on it.
Mm.
And then he absolutely ripping up Old Trafford. And Shamu says, "Game is so dead." Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, no, it's just there's nothing really.
I was doing a kit showcase.
I can show you all my kits if you want me to.
Marcelo.
That's more entertaining.
Marcelo, do you have a stream that you could throw up in this game? Because my one isn't working at all.
So you see, I canceled my cable, so I don't have any stream right now for the game. And okay. I was just gonna get it next season because I'm like, I was gonna get Slang next season because I'm like, season is dead anyways. I'm not gonna fucking pay $30 for a dead season. Okay. But let me see. Is it on Peacock? If it is on Peacock, I can stream it. Because occasionally I don't know what NBC is doing. So occasionally, sometimes they would put like, some of the, Premier League games on Peacock, and then they'll put it on NBC. It's just like a shit show.
Okay, well, I have one more stream here that I can try. If this works.
I'll have a look, see what I can find as well.
I'll see if this one works, but I'm not holding out much hope. Anyway, we are coming up to the 39th minute here in the game, and yeah, my stream's just not doing its job here, is it? The ball is in the box. It's in the air, but it's frozen. Ali's sad. We're getting like pictures here every 5 seconds.
Let me see. Oh, I think Matty went.
It's gone.
I also got the. I also got the new internet, lad.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I got 1 gig.
Nice.
Yeah.
It's the right job. Quick as shit.
Oh, lad, I downloaded a game. I downloaded a whole game for 1 minute. Oh, I think
Jesus Christ.
Can you hear me? I think my camera stopped working again. You gotta be freaking.
No, I can hear you all right.
No, yeah, you can hear me, but my camera, you see, it's frozen.
Oh yeah. Maybe that could do it. I don't know.
No, it's just like this.
Oh man.
Let me see. You know, one. Maybe this will work. I think Maddie Maddie just Maddie just went through the pooper. Oh, I got one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I did have one.
We're gonna be very behind, but hold on one
I
second.
don't care. Just send it to me on Twitter there, Marcelo.
I'll bring it up on the stream that we were watching in. Maddie, if you can, if you can,
I think actually it could be his internet, lad.
If Maddie, if you could just turn your thing down.
Oh, is that a penalty shout?
That's a
I think
penalty,
you could be
lad.
on for a penalty here.
No, they won't give it to us. We're Spurs.
Look, we're back up and running now, guys. The stream is back up and running. Crisis averted. We are back. So let's get this on. We're just passing around the back, not really doing much with the ball, to be honest with you. Eric Dyer, Moon Boots is on the ball. Oh, good switch. Out to Gareth Bale. Gareth Bale's instructing Tanganga to go outside him. He cuts inside. Gareth Bale. Oh, let's step over. Oh, great play by Gareth Bale. Sonny's on the ball. Gareth Bale, Tanganga swings one in. Oh, corner kick.
How have we not scored a goal?
Tanganga's doing well out there. Got great play by Gareth Bale on the ball. Running the defender's ragged, cutting inside, cutting outside. Great ball out to Tanganga. Tanganga puts one into the 6-yard area. Dangerous ball, and they put it out for a corner. Lo Celso on the corner. Another ball in, second attempt. Oh, cleared again. Cleared again. Let's see who's in the comments. Let's see who's in the comments anyway. Let's see who's here. We have Lappers82. He says, try Ronaldo 7, David. 100% I will. David should get the Delhi haircut. Shamu says, Shamu Van Woo. Shamu giving the Van Walls of Jericho. No, I'll be getting a Deli Ali haircut anytime soon. Bill Argy says, we're knocking on the door. I agree with that, my man. James Jarvis says you all are not missing much, lad. No, I know we're not. Lappers 82, Diego Simeone is another one that's passionate on the line. But is he too defensive? With Simeone, I think he's just defensive because he probably has to be in Spain. Come to the Premier League, it might be a different story, but who knows? Maybe that's just wishful thinking. Danny Kiriakou, guys, I'll join the stream at half-time. Yeah, no problem, Danny. Cara Simpson's David should get classic Ronaldo. No, that's Marcelo. Marcelo's promised us the R9 haircut, Cara.
Yeah.
And Lappers 82, Shamu, where's Mr. Know-It-All? Kieran Spiteri.
Kane! Go! Go!
Huh?
Kane!
Yes! Dude, Marcelo, if you can get your camera working, I need the Kingsland celebration.
Oh, I got it. Hold on.
Oh, Connor Cody with a disaster. That's it. Harry Kane, 1-0. Come on, you Spurs. That's what we're talking about. Harry Kane, king of the lane, he's back with his first goal under Ryan Mason. We are on our way to the Europa League again. We just need to do the business, keep winning. Oh, it's a disaster. Oh, is he off? Is he off? This is the question. Did I celebrate too soon? Oh, Connor Cody comes in to tackle him, and he just sits him down. Harry Kane, what a man. Look at that. Get off me. Get off me. You know, you're too weak. And then Harry Kane just puts it cool, calm, and collected right beyond the goalkeeper. Right past the goalkeeper's eyes. He's even done the goalkeeper. Oh, he's done the goalkeeper and Connor Cody in one move. He's done the two of them. What a guy, this guy. What a legend. And it's been awarded. It's 1-0 Tottenham. Harry Kane, king of the lane, best number 10 in world football. That's what I'm talking about. I predicted one goal. I just need the assist. Matty, welcome back, my man.
Thank you. I'd say the only thing worse than that, Connor Cody defending, is my internet right here. But look, it's good to get that goal before half-time. Dara says, good to see Kane took my advice, #Dara's tips. But yeah, look, good to see we got that goal. I apologize to everyone for the
one move, Matty. He sits the keeper and Connor Cody down.
They're the two good players Wolves have as well. But anyway, look, it is half-time here at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium, and I do apologise again for the technical difficulties that we are having. But you can blame my dog for it because she chewed through the internet cable.
It happened to me on the pre-match pump-up as well, for some reason. It's happened to me. Maybe I'm the bad luck.
Well, I'll happily blame you so I don't have to take the blame myself. But yeah, look, the Harry Kane hair prediction coming through again with David prediction 1 goal. All we need is that assist. I've no doubt that Kane will be getting it. We do have Marcelo back here. Still without camera.
Yeah, my camera isn't working.
It's just one of those days for us, guys. That's all it is.
Try doing it on your phone, Marcelo, and just set it up through your phone.
Can I try that?
Set up the stream on my phone?
Yeah, just click on the link on your phone, man, and just turn your camera around and just put it up straight, and then just as long as it's looking at your face, man.
The thing is, I think it's StreamYard that's doing this because my camera.
It could be, man, because my StreamYard has been it's been crap for the last 2 weeks.
Yeah, I think there's been some issues with streaming to Facebook as well. Blame the software, everyone. That's what we're saying. Don't blame us. It's not our fault. We're unreal. But blame the software. Marcelo, if you want to try disconnecting your camera and then getting it back in, that should be worse. Now, James says you are not getting away with my dog chewing. James, I will go down and get the leftover wire if you want me to prove it. I guarantee you that's what happened. James says, hope the dog's okay. She is. The
dog is running around beaming off Wi-Fi.
She got 5G.
Just follow the dog around.
I might actually get her up in the room. But look, anyway, David, what did you make of that
the
first
hell
half?
is that? Let me see. Hold on a sec, lad.
Yeah, what do I make of the first half? Look, pretty boring. But come the end of the first half, we were knocking on the door. We were creating chances, and it was only a matter of time, really. And Harry Kane delivers. Marcelo, give us the Klinsmann celebration.
I love it. I won't lie. Guys, I'm going to be back in 2 seconds. I was going to get a glass of water, but I'm sure you'll cope.
I'll give you my Harry Kane one. What is it? What does he go like?
Yeah, he does a little jump, a little skip, and gives it. Oh, come on! No, great goal. Did you see it, Marcelo?
Oh, it was nasty.
He sat the keeper and Cody down in one move, man.
They're showing the replay. Remember, David? They were showing the replay, and then all of a sudden, Kane was on goal, and then he scores, and I'm like, "Whoa, Kane just scored!" I was like,
oh man, it was a beautiful ball over the top. He got in between the two centre halves, right? Connor Cody tried to come back at him, tried to come in and out muscle Kane. Kane just put his arm across him. Get out my way, sit down, you little girl. And then he fooled the keeper as well. He went to look like he was going to shot. He just pushed Connor Cody out the way. The keeper fell with him. He done the two of them in one move, lad, and then just put it in. That's what I'm talking about. That's world class. That's why we cannot lose this match. We have to keep him at Tottenham.
Yeah, man.
It's made my Sunday already.
I'll only do another Klinsmann dive if we score again. that's it.
People are loving it. People are loving the Klinsmann.
I think it's because I get pretty good airtime. I felt like I was flying.
Yeah, you do actually. You get a good bit. Do you know what? That's what we need to do. Every time Harry Kane scores, we need to get a measuring stick and see if you can outdo the last height you got on the last jump. That's what we need to bring to these watch-alongs. Marcelo doing the high jump. Lappers 82. Marcelo do a Klinsmann dive again, and then Brandon Sebastian walking into the stream, seeing Marcelo jumping around with no context would be great. Simpson, Marcelo's celebration is the only way to watch a game. Oh man, people are absolutely loving it. Look! I knew you would. I knew you were doing the Harry Kane. I knew you were doing the Klinsmann celebration. Shamu thought you were doing the 5-star frog splash, lad. Oh, by the way, actually, I owe him a big woo when Harry Kane scored. So here it is. I'm going to give him the Ric Flair. Harry Kane, best number 10, king of the lane. Woo, Shamu! Woo! That's what we're talking about.
No, this stream is descending into absolute chaos.
No, I promised Shamu last night. I promised him I'd do it today. Don't worry, Shamu. I didn't forget.
With Jackson G here, it's 5,000 South Korean won. Says, I hope Liverpool and us get Europa. Then Liverpool gets eliminated and we win it. I expect a Son goal incoming. Imagine if we get to knock Liverpool out of the Europa League. Oh, that would be so satisfying. Yeah, let's hope Son gets in the score sheet.
You're dreaming, lad.
We've got a very optimistic. First of all, thank you for the super chat, Derek. And we got an optimistic one here from Lappers. David asking me and you to do the Robbie Keane cartwheel.
Look, do you know what, Matty? If we ever get a studio, if we ever get to the point where we can do a studio, right, I promise people I will do one for every game. I am an expert at it. I used to do it on the estate. So I'd round the keeper, tap it in, and you just see me going off doing the cartwheel and then giving it the old ba-ba-ba-ba-ba. Do you know what I mean? I used to love it. And then at the end, then I'd even go one further and I'd pull the bow and arrow back. And then I'd just point. And I'd be like, yeah, you got it. I used to absolutely love it, man. I used to love the Robbie Keane. I'm an expert at it. So, Matty, if the super chats keep coming in and we can get a studio eventually in a season or two, I will promise everybody, every goal I will do the Robbie Keane.
You're not going to be, let's forget about that, because I will remind you.
I'll do it. Not a problem.
Let's do it. Let's do it.
Honestly, Pete, it'd be descending into a gymnastics lesson.
Instead of just doing it yourself, you bring a guest on every day and you teach them how to do it.
You'd be watching. If we get a studio, it would descend into chaos. You'd just see me coming in like Mighty Cyrus on a wrecking ball or something.
That's the entrance to every single stream. DM says, how far Maddie David live from each other? We're about 2 hours away from each other, I'd say. But one day we're going to have a studio. We're going to meet in the middle every single match day. We're going places, and we need your support to do that. If you do want to see me and David in a studio doing Robbie Keane cartwheels for every goal Spurs score, make sure to smash that like button, smash that subscribe button, and get those super chats in, because it brings us to where we want to go. And we'd love to bring this community on the journey with us.
If people want to see, me being free as a bird, absolutely loving life, I beg you, please get the super chats in on Match Channel And then when I'm on my channel, so that we can get this studio, and we can meet in the middle, and we can seriously get out great content. And then we can string in Marcelo as well and get him to add in with the Jurgen Klinsmann. It'd be absolutely brilliant. I'm begging you guys, please. That's the next step we have to take. And you guys can make it happen. And if you can't do super chats and you know someone that can do sponsorships, even better.
Absolutely. Make sure to get the word out. Dave is looking for a sponsor. I'm looking for a sponsor. We're all looking for sponsors. Get the word out.
No, the Watchalong. We want sponsor for the Watchalong. That'll get the studio.
There we go. There we go. If you know someone, let them know about the best Tottenham Watchalongs on YouTube. We're looking for a sponsor.
What the fuck is
Are we expecting any halftime changes, lads?
No.
No.
To be honest with you, like, I know Adama Traore's had a few breakaways, but I haven't really caused us any problems, have they? But my stats could come to fruition, and I don't want them to.
Yeah, no,
they wish you're proved wrong.
They've came close, man. If they've had Raul Jimenez, in there, that would have been different. Yeah. That could have been a different. Like, Fabio Silva is just really bad. You know what I mean? Like, he should have taken those chances a lot better.
Yeah, but he's actually come on a bit this season. To be fair to him, from the first game I saw him, in and around the West Bromwich game, I think it was. I didn't think much of him, but he's wisening up now. The kid, he's getting in. Sorry, he's getting in the right positions. I need to go and get a glass of water.
Yeah, no worries.
Yeah. But he isn't Raul Jimenez though. Like, Raul Jimenez is so much better than Fabio Silva.
Yeah, he is. He's been a massive loss to Wolves, and it's good to see him back in training, and potentially getting back out on a football pitch, because that wasn't written in stone for quite some time. So it is good to see him recovering. But yeah, definitely he's not. He's way better than Fabio Silva. And look, it's no criticism of Silva. He is a very young player, having to live up to the hype of a huge transfer fee, and he's doing his best. Like David said, I think he is getting in good positions today, but he still has a long way to go to match the quality of the Mexican. But look, 5 minutes here till we're kicking back off in the second half. It's not been the best Spurs performance. We're 1-0 up, but as Mr. K says, we've been here before. We certainly have been here before. Marcelo, can you see us throwing away another 1-goal lead?
Water is wet.
Indeed it is. I'll be better not. As long as it's not another Roman-sized header from a corner. That's if it's a carbon copy of the previous game, as Kudo says, Deja Vu FC. If it happens,
I'll say this.
I won't be too happy.
I'll say this. It is a much better performance than when we first played Wolves. That first game was dreadful, man. And it was where I started questioning Mourinho. Because we scored one goal, and legitimately, Wolves had 80% of the possession. There was a point, remember, Matty, I think Wolves literally had about 80% of the possession at one part of the half. And I was like... Yeah,
we were actually properly parking the bus.
I'm like, what? This is Wolves. This is Wolves.
Yeah. Well, look, that's why Jose is in a job at the moment. It's not the results. It's nothing other than the football he was playing. Because you can trust in a process, you can build on what you have if you're playing good football, if the players are playing for you and all that stuff. But it's just he wasn't playing the Spurs way. He wasn't doing anything that any fan wanted to see him do. Oh, look at this. We got for the love of the Paul McGrath podcast, Neil in here saying, well, lads, cheer me up and go beat Wolves, please. We're doing our best. We're doing our best, Neil, but it's never written in stone with Spurs. We have a 1-goal lead at halftime, tends to be the games that we don't win. But we'll do our best for you, get your rivals to drop some points. But thanks for tuning in, Neil. Good to see you in the live chat. Poor result for Villa a while ago, but I doubt you want to talk too much about that one. So we'll let it slide. But everyone, do make sure to go over and check out For the Love of the Paul McGrath podcast. It is fantastic content. It is mainly about Villa, but two fantastic lads. Always a good laugh watching them. And you see me in the live chat sometimes as well. So do make sure to go over and check their stuff out.
Who got the assist for Harry Kane?
I think it was Hojbjerg.
Was it Hojbjerg?
It was a really good ball. Yeah, it's not one you expect to see from him, but yeah, it was
an
incisive pass.
He's actually had a couple assists this season, lad. Hojbjerg.
See, people always tell me that, like, I remember I actually had an argument with Hugh Wizzy about this, believe it or not. He was telling me Hojbjerg isn't a baller. He's just he's an enforcer. But he is a baller. He has some incredible ability on the ball. There's one stat earlier in the season. I think it was after we beat Arsenal to go top of the table. He had been involved in something like 75% of our goals. It's like 75% of our goals had come from Hojbjerg, tackle, interception, or pass, and he's the one who started those moves. And he was almost that Dembele type player for us. Obviously, not in the same level or anything. Neil says, "I'm here contemplating numerous bottles of whiskey to drown the sorrows." Thanks. Well, look, I'm sure it doesn't help. I'm sure Dara has been in your DMs or your live stream or whatever, letting you know just how bad Villa are. But yeah, no worries, Neil. Good to see you in here, like I said.
The thing is, Matty,
some people are asking Marcelo, should we?
Oh, sure. Oh, yeah. Go ahead. No, go ahead. Yep.
I was going to say, a few people asking, should we bring in Ndombele for the second half?
I think so. I think in the 60-minute mark, you bring in that little bit of quality that could kill the game. Wolves' legs are tired and Ndombele fresh. That could kill the game for us. And we he could score a goal, or he could assist. I don't see why not. But do I think it will happen? No. I think for some reason Mason just doesn't have Ndombele in his future, and I think Ndombele might be sold this summer, Matty. I think he might.
Really? You think? I think that depends on whichever manager comes in. And I think, look, as Neil here says, Hojbjerg is one of the signings of the season. I think what we need is someone to complement him, and Hojbjerg does the dirty work and all that. We need someone to be that progressor in the middle of the park, and I really do think Ndombele could be that player. It's about getting consistency. It's about getting that match fitness up and having a manager who will play him to his strengths. And I think that's what it's about for Spurs. Everything for me relies on the next manager and whoever we appoint. We got a super chat here from James of $5. Saying, "You all got me through the pandemic. Great content. Best donation ever made to see you all in the studio, along with a little list to fly Marcelo out." James, thank you so much for your kind words, and thank you so much for the donation to you and to everyone else who's thrown them in. It is massively appreciated, and it really does make a huge difference.
I'm saving money.
And the content on this channel.
I'm saving money, Matty. I'm saving money, and I already got a couple in the bank, so because of my new job. But once I make enough, and I have enough saved, I will fly there, and we'll organize it. We'll find a way to find a Spurs game we can all go to. Sit next to each other, near each other if possible, and we'll do it. We'll definitely do it. But I just gotta wait until they allow the fans back, because I'm not gonna go to England if I can't watch the game.
I'm not gonna go there just to sit outside the stadium, listen to the shouts of the players. Yeah, but look, one day. I'll tell you, one day on this channel, you're going to get a Matt, David, and Marcelo match day vlog. It may be a while, but one day you're going to get it. I can guarantee you that. I do look forward to it. I really look forward to that. And James, thank you so much for that. Every single super chat goes a long way to making things like that happen. So we really, really do appreciate it. And look, we know everyone can't get in super chats, so please don't feel obliged. Don't feel as though you have to. But what you can do, it's completely free. Smash that like button, smash that subscribe button. It really helps us out. And look, it'll get you some fantastic content, which I can guarantee you'll get on this channel as well. But we are underway here in North London for the second half of this one. Spurs, of course, leading by 1-0. Harry Kane breaking the deadlock just a few minutes before half-time when our stream was falling apart because of internet issues. But yeah, look, 1-0 up, second half starting off here. High press from Spurs straight away, and Wolves just about getting past that one. What are you expecting to see from Spurs in the second half, Marcelo?
Listen, we're not typically a second half team, but what I want to see is I want us to keep going, get the second goal, and go for the kill. Nothing on that. Get the fuck up. Get up.
That's what we want. Oh, Kane here potentially turning away from Connor Cody, but it's good covering by Keanu Hover. Kane's gone down. Kane stays down.
Nice
it's
foul.
A free kick.
Nice.
His hip.
Yeah, Fabio Silva, get up.
He's
little diver. Now he's a little dirty diver.
Let's see what happens here. Damatroy breaking on the right hand side.
Got nothing by ball. Nothing by ball. Yeah. See, nothing by ball. Yeah, he's a little embarrassing little cheat.
Brian Daigle here says, "I'm coming home 1st of October to 21st of October, so I'll be there for the NFL protests. Marcelo, it would be awesome if you were there at the same time. Our voices will most certainly be heard." Imagine Brian and Marcelo in the same protest. We wouldn't need anyone else. Just the two of you would be enough. Change straight away. Board gone.
That honestly, I'm not even gonna lie. That should not be allowed, because I think we would just fire each other up, and we might do something stupid. Like, honestly, lad.
No,
is David okay?
I don't know. Has his internet dropped for a second? He'll be back. No fear.
Just been one of those days, huh? Just been one of those days.
It has. The first day that all three of us are back on the watch along and everything goes wrong. Anyway, Son here putting the free kick into the box.
I'll say this, lad.
Tries to recover.
I think that was Hojbjerg's third Premier League assist. I think it was.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah,
I'll check in a second.
I think he has 4 assists this whole season. That's actually really good for a DM.
And
Did you also know
proves my
another
point,
stat?
he is a baller.
You want to know another stat? He is number 1 for most tackles, completed tackles made this season, and he's I think in the top 10. I forgot where he was at, but he's in the top 10 for most completed passes this season. I think
Wow, he's
the
having a
only
good season.
people above him were, I think, De Bruyne. I think it was De Bruyne. I think number 1 was Thiago. I can't remember the rest, but he was like number 8 or somewhere like that. He's been fantastic this season. Hojbjerg.
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead. No,
I was going to say, I think, like I was saying there, people do just kind of see the enforcer side of him and don't pay too much attention to the side of him actually in possession, because he is a very good player. Like, I don't think anyone can deny that. He is really good on the ball, and he is like every player in the Spurs team, and that they can have their off days, and when they're bad, they're bad. Like, they don't half underperform; they properly turn into like Leighton Orient. But he's an incredible player. He is, and we're so lucky to get him.
My bad, Matty. He used to be number 1 for most tackles. I think now he is number 3. I think Bissouma actually has 3 more tackles, and Luke Ayling actually has the most tackles.
Do you know what? Now, I was looking at stats. I was actually trying to find some stats for this game. Luke Ayling has had a ridiculous season for Leeds. Yes. So every single stream, every single stat, he's in the top 5. He's in the top 10. Yeah. He's so underrated. He's had an incredible season.
Too bad
Team of the Year shows.
Too bad he's what is it? I think he's like 28, right? Or 29.
I'm not sure, to be honest.
Yeah,
I'm sure Russ Vernon's still here in the live chat. If he is, he'll be happy we're talking about the Cookstown Cafu.
Man, I want Bissouma so bad. Imagine, and he's homegrown too. Like, imagine Bissouma, and Hojbjerg, you know what I mean? Like, Bissouma, he's got the quality, he's class, he's a central midfielder, but he can also do the dirty work. Like, he would be perfect. Like, he is like a perfect partner for Hojbjerg. I've been saying it all season.
Yeah. But that's too good to be true for Spurs.
It is.
McAnuff.
Yeah, no, it is. Yeah.
Right. Brian here says, for me,
Hojbjerg. Man.
Oh.
What was that?
That was,
and it was that Sace. That was Sace again.
Oh, it was. Imagine he got that goal.
Oh my God. Like, what?
It's an easy ball into the box. Easy header. We're lucky he hasn't connected with that properly. Oliver Erling Kane having a clue where he is.
What is Toby doing? Just ball watching.
It's probably his Dyer impression.
Oh my God. Get out of there, Dyer.
Oh, ball over the top here, son.
Ronaldo.
Good defending there by Keanu Hover. It'll be a corner for Spurs.
What Mark said, we have Skip, and I agree. But I think a midfield choice, of like, Hojbjerg, Skip, and Bissouma would be fantastic. To play the central midfielder or the defensive midfielder position. And I think if we sell, if the rumors are true that we are looking to sell Bergwijn, Lo Celso, and some other players, I think we have 7 players that we're looking to sell. And that's what was the target this season. They're trying to sell 7 players. And if some of those names are on the list, like Delhi, we can definitely generate enough money to get Bissouma, and but also we do need.
I'm sold on Bissouma,
Oh, I don't know about you, lad. He is fantastic.
Yeah,
really?
I'm just not 100% sold on him. Sorry about that, lads. My phone decided it was going to do an update for some reason.
No worries. I was just about to message you. I was getting worried.
Regular?
I think Patricio's tipped that onto the crossbar.
First goal.
Yeah. Was that? Oh, did Patricio save that, or did it crash against the bar? Either way, Regulon has come very close.
And then off the bar.
Yeah, he saved that.
Oh, he saved it.
It looked as though they were lining up for a goal kick, though.
No. He hit the bar.
Oh, I think that says his hand. Yeah, no, it is a corner.
No, yeah, it hit his hand and then it hit the bar. Oh, my God. That would have been a cracking goal.
We need to get a Wolby out of our club.
Son with the corner. Do you know what? We've had so many corners from out that left-hand side today. Not one has left an opportunity. Ali kind of pushed it in there. Oh. I wonder how many corners we've had.
We're looking threatening from corners, to be fair.
We have as many as we have. We have had... Where are the stats in this game?
Ooh. Oh, go on. Come on, commit yourself, man. What are you pulling out for?
Yeah, doesn't want to get injured for the Welsh game. Wants to play golf the next season.
Easy. Dribbled into Hugo Lloris. Easy. Oh, what are you doing, you absolute buffoon?
Oh, Borat. Get out.
Oh, well done. What is he doing
Premier
there?
League says we've only had 5 corners, but that's not true.
David.
We've had more than that, surely.
Yeah, we had to have.
You know what? Dele Alli got the Bob Marley haircut.
Oh,
and
done.
Dele Alli wins it back.
Kane?
Who's making that run? Kane's outside you. Give it. Oh, it's a great ball by Ali. Kane!
Oh!
No! Ali!
Yeah!
No! We've hit the post twice! We've hit the
my
post twice!
That's the crossbar in the post twice already in the second half.
We hit it 4 times already. 4
How
times.
has that not gone in? Oh my god.
Yeah, that's the 4th time we've hit the woodwork. Once in the first half and 3 already in the second half.
Ended up in the back of the net.
We're just cursed. We're just cursed.
As Mark says, that's a really good play from Ali, winning it back in the high press. I thought he should have played that ball through to Lo Celso, but he does well. He waits for the pass. Kane running the outside side, slips it in between the 2 centre backs. Kane drives it towards the far post. A great save by Patricio onto the post. Comes back to Ali and he crashes it against the opposite post.
Ali should have scored that.
Possession and the post coming to Wolves' rescue not once but twice there.
I gotta say, Dele Alli's
that not gone in?
He's been good.
Through the legs of Connor Cody as well. That's a really good save by Patricio.
He should have scored that.
Oh, that's just so unlucky.
He should have scored that.
God.
Oh, it would have been.
Long ball over the top.
We're dominating. We're dominating. Left hand.
Bale puts it back. Kane.
Oh,
save by Patricio.
We are playing.
As Sue says, hope we don't live to regret these misses.
We are cutting these open right now. It's like a knife going through butter.
Yeah, but we didn't score. We need to score. Like, this game is still on for Wolves. That's the crazy part, and it shouldn't be. Oh, Wolves don't even deserve to be in this game, lad. And the fact that they're still in it, it's so heartbreaking.
Yeah.
Oh, I hate football.
The kid says we are winning the woodwork challenge. It's not the challenge we want to win, but we are. We are.
Come on.
Kane coming off?
No,
I thought he was taking Kane off there.
No, I just had to refresh the stream. Sometimes it does that.
We are a lot better on the ball today.
Yeah. No, we are.
Yeah, we are for sure.
Come on. Go on, lad.
Good ball, Jaffe.
Commit yourself. Commit yourself, Bale.
That's a corner.
That was a good ball by Jaffe.
Yeah.
That's two now. If Bale didn't pull out, he would have steamrolled through them. But definitely would all want to
smash that subscribe. Yeah, everyone make sure to smash that subscribe button while you're here. It's completely free and it helps us out so much. And smash that like button while you're here as well. Let's see if we can get to 150 likes before Spurs score again. We're on 137. You know where it is.
That's a shocking corner. That's a shit corner. How many of them does he practice a week?
It doesn't look like he practices them at all, I'll be honest.
Shit.
Bale's pull-out game is strong. That's a good touch from Bale.
And here he is. It's back to Lo Celso. Hits it, deflected.
What are you doing? Get him out. Get him out. Get him out.
That didn't deflect. It was just a
Get him out.
Oh,
get him out. That didn't deflect. That was just a.
That's concerning.
Get him out. Get him out. Get in Nobele in, please. Get him out. He is shit. He is shit. I said
Spurs have hit the woodwork more than any other team this season.
23 times.
God, like I said, God hates Tottenham. God hates Tottenham.
If we would have converted 5 of them, we'd probably be in the Champions League spot right now.
Yeah. Just think Bergwijn's against Liverpool. If that had gone in,
Yeah.
that's an extra 3 points straight away.
There's
I
definitely more
hate how
than.
much I love
Did
this.
he not hit didn't Son not hit the post against Fulham when he could have put them to bed?
Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
That's another 3 points.
Did we hit it against Chelsea in the 0-0?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's 9 points.
Yeah, but I mean, you can
Well,
look
this
at
is Football
that.
Cup
You know,
Plus.
it is what it is. Oh my God, Eric Dyer just let that ball bounce. You ape! Like, what are you doing?
Alexis, did we hit the post in the cup against City? I don't think we did.
If you see that in the Sunday League, David, you'd be like grabbing your friend up by the neck. You're like, what are you doing? Don't let the ball bounce. Oh my God.
Yeah, I used to eat players for that. I used to eat them for it. I'm like, go and attack it. You're not going to get hurt. You know what I mean? Just attack the team. Suicide. It's suicide.
Come on now.
Oh, what is that?
Was that?
Take him off. Is that Lacesso?
No, that was Kane.
Oh,
you
keep him on. I love him.
want to take Kane off now?
That was shocking, though.
It was.
20 minutes on the ball there. Go on, Reggie.
Yeah, if Sissoko comes on, like, I'm done.
Go on, Toby. Oh.
Come on, moving the ball well.
Ball.
Move. Referee interrupted that. That was for the referee. What?
Don't worry, he'll make up for it. He'll give us a soft free kick now in a second. Yeah, give us the throw. Yeah, made up for it.
Matty, are you muted?
Yeah, it's one over outside, so I don't want the background noise to.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I can hear it now. Yeah. Was that Michelle Form? What the fuck? That looked like Michelle Form back there for a second.
Yeah, he's our goalkeeping coach now.
What?
He came in as goalkeeping coach under Mason's tenure because he loves the club. Said he wasn't going to turn down the opportunity to come back and help us out again. What a hero!
But he's shit. I don't want him as a goalkeeper coach.
Good ball.
Oh,
Trafford's
nice.
played very well on that right hand side.
Yes. He's a lot. The thing is, he's a lot freer, David. You can tell he's getting up the pitch. He has less defensive duties. He's actually a pretty good right back.
It's not only that though. He's actually better on the ball than Serge Aurier. His passing is assured. It's accomplished. It finds his man. It's simple. Serge Aurier just panics.
David, what did I say beginning of the season before anybody else?
Yeah.
Tanganga is a better right back. I was laughed at. People, literally one comment. I went back to that comment. One guy said, I will never respect that guy Marcelo's opinion ever again after saying Tanganga is our best right back. I literally went back to that comment. I said, what are you saying now? And then he's like, I apologize. That is all.
You don't get that very often on social media. Someone saying, "Yeah, I was wrong."
I got that one day on the Ben Davies. I got that one day on the Ben Davies. Actually, I literally made your man come apologize, and I ignored his comments, and I told him why. And then he came back groveling. He was like, "You're right," because when Ben Davies scored, he's like, "You've egg on your face now. Are you still going to call him out?" I was like, religiously every week, as long as he plays, he's getting called out.
Yep.
We got a special guest lining up here. You ready to come in, Danny? Let's get Danny Kiriakou here. How are you getting on?
Big up, Danny.
How are you?
We are playing some nice football, lads. This is actually entertaining.
Well, second half.
Come on. Hit me, Justin. Oh, yes.
That's nice.
Yes. Love it. Come on.
That's beautiful from Regulon.
Oh, here we go. This is number 2. Surely.
Oh, I saved it.
Yes! I knew it. I sensed it.
It's Hojbjerg.
Come on, Pierre.
It's Hojbjerg.
Pierre Hojbjerg.
Oh, I love it.
Oh, I love it. The Vikings. Let's go.
Come on.
Come on.
You're actually going to win a game.
And you know what? I actually sensed that coming. I sensed it coming. I said, this is going to be 2. As soon as I seen Regulon do that, what an animal. Oh, look at that.
Oh, he's done so well there, Regulon. It's really good play there as well. Son on the edge of the box, works the ball out to Bale on the right. A good first-time effort. Patricio can't hold it, but Hojbjerg is the one following in to fire it into the bottom corner, and it's 2-0.
I'm so happy for Hojbjerg.
Same here.
Oh, that's great instincts. Just following the shot in. Look at that. That's something you teach when you're a kid.
That's R9.
Follow
That's
the shot
R9
in.
like. That's our, you remember the World Cup final, David? When Oliver Kahn, he spills it. R9. So remember that day. Best day of my life.
Everyone's taught that as a child. Follow the shot in. Don't stand there and ball watch. Follow it in. Brilliant. Woo. You get your rewards for it. Big up, Pierre.
Oh, Shami was reminded we need to get the goal animation in. Where is this? Where is this?
That's game now. That's game over.
Marcelo. Where's Marcelo? Marcelo, I think you knocked your camera. Oh, I better hide that because were you doing the Klinsmann and you knocked your camera? Here it is. Oh, I love it. I love it.
How are you guys though? How have you guys been?
Good.
Yeah,
good. How are you?
I was shit up until today.
Until this happened.
My Klinsmann dive did so much shockwave that it actually knocked my camera down. That's how.
We've got a span down here with the $5 super chat. Says Ryan Mason has changed the tactics a lot in a short period of time. Imagine what he can do given a full season.
Don't.
Span down, thank you for the super chat, but I don't think many here would want it.
No,
want him full time.
It's the same tactics. I've been saying this all week. That Ryan Mason's the reason why we got exposed by Leeds, right? And the reason why we do get exposed easily on the counter is because he bombs everybody forward. Your two fullbacks are gone. Lo Celso is gone. Dele stays up there. Bale's son and Kane all stay up there. So when teams break on us, we're left with Hojbjerg, Dyer and Toby Alderweireld. There's no pace there. And that's why we get exposed and easily open on the counter. And it's still happening here today. We're just getting away with it. He hasn't actually really changed his tactics.
No.
Yeah, but it's working well against Wolves.
I want to ask you guys, right? Have you thought about Lo Celso? Because I thought he's been pretty pathetic, to be honest.
See?
Oh, his chance for Wolves.
The lack of regular. See what I mean?
It's a really poor finish by
what I was talking about.
Yeah, I haven't been impressed with Lo Celso, Danny. I think it's been the same old from him as it has been for a couple of months now. I mean, he's not been dribbling the ball out of play, which I suppose is a bit of an improvement. But
instead of dribbling, he's kicking it off the pitch instead. Did you see that one just about 10 minutes ago? Where he just blasted it off the other side of the pitch. You think, what is he doing? I mean,
so that's what you get for 50 million and about £100 a week, man.
Yeah,
you know that's what you pay for.
We've gone from dribbling off the pitch to kicking it off the pitch instead. So he's learned something in 1 week.
Oh man,
he's learning from Lamella by the sounds, which is good.
He's gonna end up doing a Rabona in a minute.
No, stop. That's taking the piss out.
If I see him do Rabona, I think I'm giving up. I'm giving up the Spurs.
I mean, like you have Marcelo doing Klinsmann celebrations and me doing Robbie Keane celebrations. A Rabona would be taking the piss.
Oh, God.
Come on, lads. Keep the ball. Nice and simple. Slow the pace down. You control the tempo. You're better than this team.
See that? We're moving off the ball as well. Yeah. That's what we're talking about.
That's what we lacked. Let me do that. We lacked it all season.
Just keep possession. You're 2-0 up. Just keep the possession. Slow the tempo down. Make Wolves run out.
Wide.
He is.
Wow.
He's just honestly just concrete him into the position in the box and just use him as a dummy. He's just an idiot. He gets turned inside out there.
Yep. All the time. Same thing. Week in, week out.
How are we allowing that much space down that side of the pitch when we know the fastest, most powerful player in the league is down there? And he walks past.
Look at Dyer. Look at Dyer. Dyer's like.
Dyer's like this. How's he gone?
Honestly, he turns so so slow. I could have gone, made a coffee, got my breakfast, and still come back.
Marcelo, you could have got a flight to London, mate, and watched the game before Dyer learned how to turn. The way he's gone.
We're going to nickname him. We're going to start nicknaming him Rocket Man because we just need to send him up to the moon where he'd be happy. Honestly,
Rocket Man.
Here's another chance for Wolves. Fabio Silva deflecting. It's behind for a corner. I think this is coming back to complacency. We get the 2-goal lead, take the foot off the gas, think game done. Wolves are going to get one back now, and it's going to be much harder than it ever needed to be.
It's coming back to my stats, man. I told you this was going to happen. I told you how the game would plan out. I said we have
you
to
said we needed to be
2-0.
When was it? Oh, 62nd minute that we got the second goal. Oh, we nearly did it.
Just need Harry Kane with an assist now. I'm having a right all day if Harry Kane gets the assist. I've got all my predictions to come true.
We need Harry Kane to score again.
No, let Son score. Let Kane get the assist.
No. I want Kane to score so he can win the Golden Boot.
Oh, he'll win it. We've got Villa next. We're dead.
Yeah, but I want him to get as many goals as possible.
It's good pressing.
Sonny's already had a
Right.
fantastic season, so
Right, that's a good ball. Okay, come on, what are you gonna do with it?
Let's go.
nothing.
Here's Bale
Come on,
facing up.
nice
That's
Bale.
Bale on the right hand
Go
side.
on.
Tries to beat him for pace.
Uh,
It's good defending.
Corner.
That'll do.
Corner.
That'll do. We're up to
Another corner.
That'll do, Peggy.
Oh,
That'll do.
oh no! Sorry, you're gonna see what's gonna happen in a second.
Moon Boot scores a header.
No, our favorite player is coming on.
Oh, get the fuck out of here. I'm done.
Oh, not this idiot.
Who's he taking off? Who's he taking off?
The Celso, but for wings, he's like for like.
If this was a sub Newcastle made, I'd laugh at them. If Sheffield United made this sub, I'd laugh at them.
The only thing
this
about
is
this,
Spurs.
right, is he's actually taken off Lo Celso before the 80th minute this time, but he's brought on the wrong player again. I mean,
Watch his Mr. Tottenham strut. This is what I love. Watch it. Gonna come on, giving it a big hard man strut. Watch it. You gonna point a few fingers around. Mr. Passion's on. Mr. Tate. Mr. Wank. Harry Wanks.
yeah.
Look at him. Oh, Mr. Tottenham has arrived. Here I am, Mr. Tottenham. Look at me. You know what I mean? He's such a I hate him.
So do I.
He didn't point this time, David. He didn't do the.
No, it's all right. It's all right. I'm Harry Winks. Don't have to play. I'll bang one in now and then.
I'll go watch him score. Oh, that was decent from Jaffet.
Oh, I'd love him to get a goal.
Yeah, I would love it too. I love Jaffet.
Yeah, so do I. He's played a lot better today.
Yeah, he has. Yeah.
I mean, if I'm honest, right, even if Tanganga, I mean, we've got 2 games left after this, right? Even if he has I'd rather him play as right back for the rest of the season. Forget Aurier, he's done now. It just don't play him again. I wouldn't even put him in a match day squad, to be honest.
Yeah, he needs to fly off to PSG and fuck off.
Yeah.
Listen, respect him. He played when his brother died. You know,
Yeah,
I'll always
exactly.
respect him for that.
Yeah.
But like, he is just not good enough for Spurs.
No, he's not.
Just not good enough. He's a, you know,
He
he tried his best, but not
Yeah.
good enough.
Exactly. One of my friends was like to me, "Oh, I wouldn't mind keeping him as a backup." And I said,
No.
I said to him, mate, honestly, what do you want as a Spurs fan? Like, what do you want? Do you want to challenge for top 4? Do you want to challenge for a title?
Yeah.
And then I said, if you do, ask yourself this question. I said, are these players good enough for that? I said, Aurier is not good enough. So is Harry Winks. He's not good enough.
Yeah.
And he's like, oh, actually, yeah, you're right. I'm like, oh my God. I'm like, please, do you watch football? Like,
No. Like, seriously, like this is what I tell people every time, Danny. Like, you can't say, like, if you say you can't say you want top 4, you want trophies, you want to challenge for the league, but then also come out with the same sentence and say we need to keep Ben Davies because he's a good squad player. It's just like it doesn't work that way.
No.
You need
Or even better, we've had people say they want to give him a testimonial.
Oh, I really want to speak to Alex about that. He's got some problems.
And then he tries to tell me he won the debate.
To
Seriously.
think that Davies should get the ceremonial.
Oh, that was nice.
And then he thinks he won the debate. You know what I mean?
I know. I couldn't think of anyone worse to have a testimonial.
Oh, that was a good.
Oh, that was good.
Oh, let's go.
Come
Yeah,
on,
that's shocking.
Dele.
Take him off. Bring on Endo. Put this on the 10.
I would as well, Dave. I would as well. I'm fed up of
He just when he starts doing things like that. It's not because he's had a bad game. I actually think he's had an alright game. To be fair,
He's actually been
pretty good. But it's just he start like you can see now because he hasn't played so long. He starts to tire out and he starts getting lazy.
Yeah. Completely agree. And also, it also is because of the way the squad fitness is. Like their training regime under Mourinho was just shocking. I mean, you could see that their fitness was nowhere near as good as what it could be. All of the players. That's not just him. Just everyone in general.
Apparently that happened in United too.
Busy playing cricket.
Yeah, it did. Solskjaer came out and said, like, when he took over, he was like, the fitness level of these players is like, it's a joke, basically. He was basically saying it, and he said it took him a while to get their fitness all up to spec.
We need to get
See, with
Belly in
Mourinho,
this bit.
he trusts the players to look after their own fitness. And you probably can't do that nowadays because there's too much temptations for these kids.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, to be fair, like, I mean, that is pretty lazy from a managerial standpoint. Like, I get it. That's how it was back then. But let's be real here, David. You know, the game is, like, players are more fit than they were back then. They just are, you know, with technology and everything.
Yeah.
So players are just faster nowadays and fitter.
Yeah.
But so, like, as a manager, like, since, like, nowadays, it's actually, like, before, I would say it was more about, like, talent and skills. Nowadays, it's more about being, you know, who's the fitter team, really, that wins wins the trophies. Yeah. So, nowadays, as a manager, your most important duty is making sure your players are top fit for the top level. So, for me, that's lazy from Jose. Jose should be doing better.
Yeah.
Because Pochettino, that was his number one thing. Like, if you remember when you know, every time a new player...
the stats during the week, you weren't in team selection.
Yeah. Like the thing is, like, yeah, that, and also every time a new player came in...
well done, Jaffe. It's not free.
Yeah, that was good.
Yeah. But every time a new player came in, remember, like, we used to always say, like, why isn't he playing? Like, they wouldn't play, like, the first 10 games. They would take a while before they would start. Because Pochettino wanted to make sure they were fit up to his standards.
Yep.
Look at Harry Winks' action shot there. Look. Hair flapping in the wind there.
I would love Pochettino to come back at Spurs, man. Oh, I love that guy.
Yeah.
Oh, I love that guy.
Same here.
Could happen if he bottles the league in France. 2 games left.
Honestly, I hope he does. I hope he does bottle it and then gets sacked and then he comes back. I know David has other opinions. I know he wants Conte.
I just don't think it's the right time for Poch to come back. Look, for me, I think if I want Poch back, I want him to win a couple of trophies and then come back. I think we need to have better stuff in place for him to come back next time. Right now, I think you do need a wily old dog who's going to use formation and tactics to get the best out of these players until we can rebuild properly. And then once all that is in place, you can bring Pochettino in and then he should be able to succeed.
Yeah. No, I agree.
But the last thing I want is Pochettino to come back and everyone say, "Oh, he even bought the league in France. You know, it's the most Spursy move ever." You know what I mean? And then he comes back and he used to deal with a lot of the same crowd and throw him under the bus. It's not right, and it just wouldn't be the right environment for him to walk into, unless they're going to let him get rid of another 12 players and rebuild like he did at the start.
Yeah, I agree.
But that's good from Jaffet, but nobody to get the ball.
Midfield's starting to look a bit tired.
Yeah, they need.
Shouldn't be. Harry Winks should be in there running around.
Yeah. And like, how is Hojbjerg? The thing is, how has Hojbjerg shown more energy levels than Winks? When he's literally been doing, like, defending, he's been, like, you know, working hard, everything, like...
Winks' passion is slowing him down now.
his haircut is as well.
What is that? What? Oh, that was actually pretty good. I thought that was...
Jaffe. He's been so good today. I'm so impressed with him.
Yeah, he has been very good today. I agree. Oh, look, here he is. The man, the myth, the legend.
Yep, pass back, Merchant.
Yep.
Dickhead.
That's 1 out of 1.
Winks to moon boots. That has to be the worst combo I've ever seen in football.
It really is.
As my connection is after getting so bad, I'm now watching the game on my phone in the hope that this will work.
Come on.
I'm sick of it.
But look, mate, we're winning. 3 points in the bag, and we should be going to
don't say
exactly.
don't say 3.
Let's go.
Here's another chance.
Oh, that's a ball. Oh, come on, Dele. Why didn't he just leave here?
Oh, look at Harry Wink.
Oh God,
yeah, there we go, back pass. Off. Yeah, there we go, back pass. And he did his thing.
What you expect, huh?
Nothing less than that.
Well, let's sit up here.
Yep.
He's so safe. He should literally be sponsored by Jorex.
Yeah, no, honestly. We're playing some nice first touch football. This is good. See what I'm talking about, David? The fundamentals. This is all we needed to do.
Yeah,
this is all we've been asking for the last
Pass and move. Pass and move. You do this better than the other team, you win the game.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like it's fucking simple. Hold your shape.
Go on, Sonny.
Follow the game plan and just pass and move. Do the fundamentals.
This is what we've been asking for the last 35 games.
David,
you know, it's not surprising yours is coming up, and some of these players might have clicked with them, like,
then
maybe I am in danger of being left out.
Look at him taking 3 touches. Oh my God! Just one touch, Dyer.
Might as well pass it back to the Wolves player.
To be honest with you, though, I actually don't mind passing it around and keeping ball, because when we don't have the ball is when the problems start creeping in.
This is exactly what we needed to do under Mourinho. Just one touch football, keep the ball, get Wolves irritated, get them running around, get them tired, slow the tempo down for us. We control the tempo. Like, we're 2-0 up. We should be controlling the tempo against these teams.
That's probably why you bought Harry Winks on, to be the tempo maker.
Oh man!
There's a Dama in behind.
Where's Regulon?
Dama in the box. That is
2-1.
Jaffe.
Well done, Jaffe.
What an animal! That was brilliant, man.
Brian says Harry Winks is just wound up because he can't get on all the rides at Thorpe Park.
Probably
doesn't need the height restrictions.
Honestly, he's up there for man of the match, in my opinion.
Good block. He has to be.
Like, he's actually been very good.
Yeah, he has.
Jaffe Tanganga special mention.
I'll be so delighted if he got man of the match. I love the lad.
Oh, that corner got all the way through. Not exactly convincing defending there, but it is out for a goal kick for Spurs. 78.5 minutes played. Still 2-0 up. Surely we're getting the 3 points, lads. Surely.
Yeah.
You like to hope so. You like to hope so now. It looks like it, but we know Spurs.
And if we win 2-0, that's another score prediction, right? That's brilliant.
If we win today, where do you move on the table?
1 point behind Liverpool.
We'll be 6 points at 6. We'll be tied up with West Ham, but we'll be above them because of the goal difference.
Yeah. And we'll be 1 point behind Liverpool.
Who does West Ham have next? Oh, they have West Brom. Yeah, they're going to win that one. And then they have Southampton.
We got Villa and then Leicester.
Yeah, we got some tough games. West Ham got some easy ones. Damn. Let's just hope.
Refresh your stream there, Marcelo.
Oh, yeah. I was looking at the Premier League table.
Shamu says, Winks is the kind of person who reverses at the light when it's green. Not sure how that works, but I believe it. I definitely believe it.
But honestly, the thing I'm most happy with is just seeing the basics, the fundamentals of football being done. Pass, move, look after the ball, being in the right positions, defensively getting your challenges. It's just nice to see them actually do the basics.
Build-up.
Yep.
Good build-up.
How many times, Dave, have we seen it where they just can't even pass?
You look like Superman there. Sorry, Danny?
How many times have we seen it this season where they can't even do that? It's the last 2 years even. They do it for like 1 game out of 10 sort of thing.
Yeah.
Oh, really? And Belly.
Oh, Ali's got to come off now. It's got to be Ali. If I was him, I'd take off Winks, mate. I'll just literally take... Oh,
it's Tanganga.
Why is Tanganga coming off?
What?
I do not understand.
Oh, is he injured?
Oh, no.
Oh, he's got...
okay.
Thank God for that.
Okay. I literally was about to say that's the most shocking, substitution I've seen all season.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, yeah, there he is.
Yeah, he's coming off. Spider-Man.
Pop Marley.
Moped.
3 little birds.
Don't worry. Be happy. Don't worry.
Maybe Dele Alli has done that. Maybe Ali has done that to convince Eric Ten Hag to come to Spurs. We know how much Ajax love that song.
You know what's funny? Bob Marley is a Spurs fan. Did you know that?
Don't worry. He could be
photoshopped. That was photoshopped.
No. Bob Marley's a Spurs fan. I'm telling you. He's a Spurs fan.
No, he's an Ajax fan, no?
No, he's a Spurs fan.
Are you going to put that photo where he's putting the ball and he's wearing a Spurs jersey?
See, is Bob Marley a Spurs fan? Let me see. Marley was... No. Okay. No. So Marley was a fan of the Brazilian side Santos, but he also supported the English side Tottenham Hotspur. So yeah, his Premier League club was Tottenham. He supported Spurs, yeah.
As Duck says, he supported with 6 teams.
So maybe he sang that song for Tottenham fans. Don't worry, be happy, because he knows how shit we always are.
Yeah.
Oh, let's go.
We're jamming. I wanna jam it with you. Don't worry, man. It's gonna be okay. Tottenham fans. Oh, he should have made a song about us, you know? It's like, don't worry, it could be Arsenal.
I still think Ali should have come off earlier, man.
Yeah, Dele Alli's the Rasta man.
Yeah,
The
he is.
Rasta man.
Pep Guardiola's daughter probably sings that to him. Don't worry, be happy.
Jesus Christ. Seriously, like when the biggest breaking news is not Harry Kane, you know, could be up for the Golden Boot, you know, not Sonny's great season, not any of that. When it's that Dele Alli is dating Pep's daughter, that's our biggest news this season. That it just goes to show
He's probably doing it for a Premier League medal.
Yeah, probably.
Nice one, Jaffet.
Gonna go to Pep's house and steal it.
Or maybe Pep sent his daughter in there to be the agent, convince Dele to move to City.
Oh, that'd be brilliant. 40 million, yes, please.
Well, get a good ball in there, son.
40 million in Lo Celso. Let's get Griezmann in.
Son's been poor enough today.
Yeah, he hasn't been that great. He's been all right, and nothing special with Son.
I need to sell my Lo Celso shirt.
Yeah, I think you should. I think you jumped the gun there, Marcelo.
I did.
Trade him in and get a Tanganga shirt, lad.
I have a Bergwijn shirt as well, bro.
Do you?
No, trade that one in too.
Yeah, definitely trade that one in.
Well, you need to get Tanganga and Welsh Maldini.
I want to get Tanganga and Hojbjerg.
Oh yeah.
Hojbjerg is a good shout.
But I can't believe it, man. I got a fucking Lo Celso jersey, lads. But the thing is, I don't.
Gary Rinks made a forward pass. Unbelievable.
But
let's go, Ndombele.
Come on, give it to Sonny.
Come on, Ndomberger. Come on.
Oh yes.
But the thing is, it's just.
You see Matt's message, Dave?
I don't want to buy anything from the Spurs shop because it's just like.
Oh, Marcelo is talking. Matt's saying.
But David can bring up the comments, can't he? He's also part of the host, right?
No, I'm not. No, because I log out because I use my StreamYard, as you see. We have Shamu Van Spurs. He's giving it a big woo. He wants the Ric Flair. And we have Dan Davenport. Bob Marley is a distant relative from a mum's side of the family. Oh, nice.
Oh, nice.
That's sick.
That's cool.
Mills and Walls 7. THFC run by Yids. Tommy G. Yard man then. Shamu. Who else have we got here? Sue Smith. That Dele though. In the news for everything but his bloody football. Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, exactly that, Sue.
Dren Ned, so Dele is Bob Marley because he's got dreads. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sue Smith, I won't relax till the final whistle. Bloody Spurs. Shamu Van Spurs, David is with us. Peasants now, he's been downgraded. Look, I'll be whatever you need me to be, Shamu. Wolves lining one up. Oh, good block. 4 minutes left in the game. You know, we've done a good job.
Yeah, I don't have any of I don't have your email, Maddie, to sign in. I'm trying to look at the chat to see if I can find it again. I think I must have deleted or something.
We just need to keep the ball now for the next 4 minutes and not do anything stupid.
Yeah,
a clean sheet would be nice to get as well.
It would be.
No.
Lovely Winks. Yeah, just give it straight back to him. You can't even tackle, man. Jeez.
What are you doing?
Well done. Who was that?
Was that Hojbjerg?
I think
it must have been. Oh, he is class, lad.
He is.
And look at that
He's
pass.
on one today. Guy's going on. Harry Kane!
Ooh.
He wants another, lad.
Oh, he does.
I want it.
He
I
wants
need him
another.
to get another.
Oh man.
He'll bag the brace against Philly. You watch.
Yeah, I hope so.
Oh, there we go. Maddie sent it to me.
Let's go. Just keep it tight now. The clean sheet do us confidence going into the last 2 games.
Yep. And then watch, David, you wait and see what's going to happen. Eric Dyer's going to come out and say, "Oh yeah, I had a really good game, and I'm going to keep this up for the last 2 games." And he's going to go make a mistake against Villa.
He just needs to not come out. He just needs to
I know.
Just be quiet, just accept it. You didn't make any mistakes today. You got skinned by Traore, but look, just take it easy, just chill out. Don't get too caught up in your own hype either. Just come out and perform.
Yeah,
that's all we want.
Do you know what? I kind of feel like he's saying all this stuff as if it's like a come and get me plea to Gareth Southgate. Like I can still I can still be in your squad. I haven't made that many mistakes. Do you know what I mean? That's what I feel like it is. I don't even feel like
he watches the Irish Hotspur lad, and then he just he puts them out. He's like, let's go and do another news interview just to piss off him. That's it. Just keep the ball now, lads. Nice and easy. Who's that?
I don't know. Who that is.
Deep, is
it? Levy's cousin, probably.
Yeah, he's texting Mason. Bring on Sissoko, put him in the shop window.
I'm telling you. Imagine David Sissoko comes on now. Oh, he's coming on! Oh my
days! I told you.
Oh my god, he's coming on. You're right, Dave. See, you called it. Daniel Levy's cousin was texting him saying, "Get him on that pitch. We need to get Sissoko in the shop window."
Yeah, Fiorentina might fall for it. Shamu Van Spurs, when people get in my way in the mall or wherever, I just stand still and just ask them if their name is Harry Winks and to get out the way. Carl Simpson's Delhi putting in a performance on and off the pitch today. Yeah, he did. Look, he put in a decent shift today, and he's scoring off the field aside. Big up, Carl. Max says the only one thing I asked of Mason, no Winks and Sissoko. I know. Look, we can't. Look, we can't. It's like a roast dinner, Mac. The meat is nice and tender. You've got perfect, the vegetables are nice and steamed, top of the range gravy. But then you get the mash and there's lumps in it. You just have to take the good with the bad, my man. We can't have a perfect Sunday, but we can have a real good Sunday, and it's the same as a roast. Sometimes the mash lets people down, but it's in all, it's a good dinner. It's been a good day and a good performance, my man.
Yeah, been a good day.
I like to say it's been a professional performance.
Yeah.
That word around these players, lads. They turn up in suits next week.
Yeah. I mean, I wouldn't call it a good performance, though. I'd call it professional, because what they've done is they've actually done what footballers are supposed to do, which is move and run, pass and run. So in that respect, it's professional. But let's see what happens next week. Are we going to get?
Wouldn't surprise me. Honestly, it wouldn't surprise me if Daniel Levy dangled a winning incentive in front of them today to try and quell the in-account movement. Honestly, it really wouldn't.
I wouldn't be surprised. Get a little bonus if you win your last 3 games or some rubbish like that.
Yeah, $100,000 each into your pay packet at the end of the season. You know what I mean? Go and get yourself a nice car, more Egyptian cotton sheets, and whatever else you need. New moon boots. You know what I mean? Just make sure you perform so I can get the Enoch out heat off me.
He'll go give himself as well another pay rise as well.
Yeah, you go and get himself some new white fronts, new Giorgio Armani white fronts. New set of tight whiteys.
I'm gonna say it now. Taganga's been my man in the match. My man in the match.
Yeah, I would agree with that. He's been my best player as well.
Look, I think there's 3 players. I think it's Kane, Hojbjerg, and Tanganga. I think Tanganga's been absolutely magnificent today. Outstanding.
Yeah.
I think Harry Kane's been very good up front today.
Yeah,
he's looked threatening. He's offloaded shots. He's looked more involved in the game.
Yeah.
He's got involved. He's been good passing. He's making runs. Brilliant. And then Hojbjerg in the middle. Hojbjerg in the middle, he's been clattering boys in there all game long, and he got his goal as well as a reward. If I had to pick out of the three, to be honest, as much as I'd love to give it to Ganga, I think unless we didn't have a performance like Hojbjerg in there today, we would have been overrun.
Yeah, I completely agree with that.
Actually, yeah, no, Hojbjerg is probably man of the match.
He's got the goal as well. So for me, it's just because how many times have we seen us just been diabolical in the middle? You know what I mean? But today, when Hojbjerg has stepped up and the other players have stepped up around him, it means he can focus on his job, and he's executed it brilliantly today.
What was that?
Did you see that? That's some sort of like karate kick or something.
What was that from Ndombele?
I want to hear what people in the comments think who your man of the match should be.
Yeah, you also got the assist too, Hojbjerg.
Oh yeah, he did. Yeah. So I think him.
I think it has to be him.
Yeah. I think behind him is I'd probably say Tanganga, because Harry Kane is kind of like a normal Harry Kane performance. Really, he's just done the good work.
Yeah,
we've done it.
Over 3 points. Happy days.
Yes.
And that's how we do it. That's how I know us to do it. Winning games, doing the basics, pass, move, tire teams out, move the ball around, and let instead of everyone trying to do everything individually, work as a team. Move the ball around. There's no quicker way to tire someone out than keep moving the ball around. And we've done it today. We were calm and collected on the ball, but that comes from other things I spoke about, the likes of our fullbacks being competent on the ball. When you have Aria rushing on the ball, trying to dart down the wing, or, ballooning one inside, today you have Tanganga composed, takes it down, head up. He's looking to move the ball. He's composed on the ball, which means you can play forward.
David, Shamu, he's asking you for one last woo.
Yeah, Shamu, look. You're going to get a woo, Shamu. That's what we're talking about.
That was good. That was class. What would you say? What would you say about the game? For me, I thought that was actually our most professional performance since Manchester City. Honestly, I felt like we did everything we needed to do. We controlled the tempo. We were moving off the ball, doing the basics. And we won. David, we've been saying it all day. We don't need the flashy stuff. Just do the basics, touch and move, and we win this game.
Yeah, 100%. No, look, I agree. I do think there's other factors. Some players maybe realise that they want to get into the Euro squad. They may buck up their ideas. I don't want to get too carried away.
Yeah.
Because, a lot of people now are going to be telling me the squad's decent. It's not as bad as we thought. We fall for it every time. The Enoch out is going to quell down. All that still needs to be spoke about. But yes, it's a good performance of the season. But to be honest with you, any other season it would have been a standard win. You would have been saying, job done, happy days. But, people get gaslighted off it today because we haven't been used to seeing the basics all season.
Yep.
Yeah. I will also say this. I think some players, though, it's good to see our youngster, in Tanganga, stepping up. And I hope next season we give, Skip, we give, Cess, and we start giving some of these other youngsters a little bit of an opportunity to step up as well. Because, in my opinion, I feel like we should have used Tanganga most of the season. I've been calling out for it. You know what I mean? Yeah, the thing that people don't get. Yes, he's going to make mistakes. He's only 21 years old. He's going to make mistakes, but he's going to learn. You know what I mean? And he cares about the shirt. So I rather have a young player make mistakes and learn and grow than, just keep playing Ben Davies and just, hamper his development. With
Tanganga though, Marcelo, I'd love to hear it from him because coming into this season and for the first few months, he had a serious back injury.
Yeah,
could have been career ending.
Yeah.
And he's got over it. And I want to know from him whether it was him not being played and not being given the trust. Because if that's the case, it's stupid because he's never done that to waiver the trust. Or whether it was his injury and he had to just be eased back into it this year. And when he played against Wickham, he could have done something to it, and it could have put him out. That I would love to find that out.
Yeah. Darkson G said, I'm really happy. Also, by the way, thank you for the super chat. He said, I'm really happy that Hojbjerg got his second goal. He has more goals than Thiago. Yep, told you he's better than Thiago. He's better than Partey. He's better than these guys. And, nobody listens to me, but the stats prove it.
Oh no, Thiago's quality lad. Apparently he's world class, man.
He said, "Lol, next time we face Liverpool, I hope we have the signings and then win." I think Liverpool is just a bogey team. Honestly, I don't know what is it with Liverpool. We just can't beat them.
It's a psychological thing.
Dark Song G is saying he's waiting. He's waiting for Liverpool, just like me.
Dreadnought is, he's ecstatic. I mean, I wouldn't say I'm ecstatic with the win. I'm happy. It was good to see Spurs actually play some nice football and, move the ball around. I was entertained in the second half. I thought there was some really good teamwork. I thought we were professional, but I wouldn't say I'm thrilled because, season's dead, lads. Like, let's be real here. We're only fighting for the Europa League and the Conference League. That's it. That's all we have to fight. And for pride, yeah. I mean, no, we don't even have pride, lad. That died after that Dynamo game. We don't even have pride anymore. No. Let me ask you, David. Do we really have pride? Because I don't think we do. This squad doesn't have pride. It's
no, the squad doesn't. I have pride. I have pride when I see the name Tottenham Hotspur, when I see the badge. I have immense pride. But
do you know the only thing they see?
In a way, I'd rather save face and win these last 2 games now, and just save face, bring that into next season, hopefully. Because the last thing I want is to die out in the last 2 games, and then that continues on over the summer into next season. But look, at the same time, I fully agree. Let's not just get pumped up after this and overhype it, and all of a sudden say Dele Alli has a future and all this crap. Let's not walk into this trap. At the end of the day, this is like, in fairness, what I've seen today is kind of what I expect as a basic of any performance going into any game.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That should be your standard, your basic. Anything over that, you're playing well and achieving. See you, Danny.
See you, Danny.
See you later, guys.
See you later, Danny. Love you. Thank you. You wanna give an opinion? Just in the game, a last word, or tell them where they can find you.
So I think professional performance today. Nothing more than that. I think. It was. I just think.
Oh. Did he just? Oh, I think he just left.
Oh. He wants to keep everyone in suspense, lad.
He just like, oh man, Danny, if you ever want to come back, I'll be more than happy to add you. I don't know what happened.
He's great.
Yeah, I love Danny. I don't know what happened. He just. I mean, the thing is, David, for me, I got a very bittersweet taste. It was nice to see the professional performance. But it's like 36 games too late.
Yeah.
If you knew you could do this all along, why didn't you do it? You know what I mean? Yeah. Instead, you chose to throw Mourinho under the bus. You chose not to play for him anymore. And you do this now. Like for me, that's the definition of a wanker. And these players are wankers. It's a good win, but it's a bittersweet in my mouth. And we got a great guest. He's one of my favorites. He's awesome. Give it up to Fen. How are we doing, Fen?
Yeah, not too bad, guys. I think I echo everything you guys have just been saying.
David Louise.
But how are we all?
Doing good. Spurs didn't ruin my weekend. It's an easy, comfortable win. But for me, it's just the rest of these games, it's just, let's just go out there and play, in my opinion. Just go out there and play some football.
Yeah. For me, look, it should be the standard of any performance, David.
Yeah. I think.
What do you think?
Sorry?
What do you think?
I just think it was a solid, all-round, complete performance, and that separates the good teams from the best teams. And I think today that showed that we don't have to be on the best form, but we can still beat these clubs, and that's how we have to play.
Yeah.
Grinding out these results.
Dele Alli had a very good game today, to be fair to him. Are you on the Dele train now? Do you think we need to keep him?
Oh, hold on, guys. Be back in a minute.
Oh,
No problem.
No,
I just want to ask that question because, regardless of our views, I suppose we kind of, if we're asking the questions and that, we kind of have to be a bit.
David, how many times has this Delhi train been, has started and crashed?
I know, but I'd just be interested to see what fans think.
For me, just. Congratulations, he had a good game, but just get him on, get him moving, get someone else. I'm happy for him. He did good, but just get him out, just please. Him, Boo Boots, Harry Wanks, they just need to leave the club. It's done, it's over. But Dark Sun G said my starting 11 for next season forward would be Kane, Son, and Bale. Or a signing of 10 guy as a midfielder, Hojbjerg, Skip, Toby, Rodon, or a signing of Reggie, Taganga, goalkeeper Lloris, or signing.
So basically, our signing, it's like either that player or as a new signing.
Yeah, I think we need some new signings. Big up. Brad Matthews also said, yes, Dele Marley had a good game. All the Wolfsburgers were rubbish. Chats will be out there, but I'm breaking out the beers. Nice. Enjoy it. Listen, we don't get many wins these days.
Enjoy one, man.
Yeah, we don't get many wins these days, so, drink it up, man. Drink it up.
Yeah, exactly. Enjoy it. No, honestly, look, as much as I'm not going to get over carried away, I do encourage people to enjoy it because we've had so many losses. So, Brad, you're definitely right, man. Sit there, open up and out 6-pack to start and see how your day goes from there. But Fen, what do you think on Delhi? Do you want to keep him next season, or do you think, look, still move him on?
I'm a Delhi fan, but if I'm being honest, I think the best for his career is not at Spurs. But
absolutely,
I think that today's performance showed that he does have a future at Spurs, but it won't be the best future that he can offer at a different club. Especially when Mauricio Pochettino, if he doesn't get sacked, which is looking increasingly more likely, but if he went over there and played with him or played in a more different league where you've got quicker style of football, then that suits him down to the ground, and that is how Dele Alli needs to play, really. But it's getting his fitness back at the minute and is putting up his market value at the end of the day, and Levy will be buzzing with that because that's all he cares about. But I think I do want to keep Ali, but I don't blame him if he does get moved on and go to a different club.
Yeah. 100%. Who was your man of match today, then?
I've got a shout. I think Tanganga had a really good game, personally. I thought he played well, and he halted that left-hand side of Wolves. But I don't know who I would give man of the match to. You know what? I do think that Connor Cody on their team saved them today, and he saved them from conceding even more goals.
He couldn't save them when Captain Harry came running through and sat him down along with the keeper, lad.
that was a really good goal. That was a really good goal. But for me, I'm going to give it to Ali, but that's just off the back of the fact that. No,
is it your birthday or something?
No, I think
Dele Alli.
I think actually, correct me if I'm wrong. I think Sky might have actually given it to Dele Alli.
Yeah, they did. They gave it to Ali. Or who else was in there?
Over Hojbjerg. He made 8 tackles and had a goal and assist.
But they don't care about that, do they? They don't care about that.
Does he need?
Hojbjerg's not English.
Yeah, does Hojbjerg need to make dreads or something and go out and date Pep's daughter? Is that how you get men of the match these days? It's embarrassing. That's embarrassing. No. Honestly, I gotta go get a water after that. Oh no, that is shocking.
He said I was about to faint.
Really?
It was a good performance though, wasn't it? To be fair, Fen, it was a very good performance. We were confident on the ball. There was a main thing I noticed. There was a lot of movement off the ball, which we haven't seen. What do you think?
Well, I just think that it was a complete performance, and I think that's the way to sum it up, really, because we never looked uncomfortable. We always looked like we were going to win that game ever since we got that second goal, and that's what we needed to do. And that's before we've had scenarios where we've been 1-0 up and we bottle it to 1-1, or whatever happens, and that's just Spurs all over. But today was a good performance, and getting that second goal really did help us, and that did push us on to end up comfortably winning the game and seeing it out really. So I think that was why the performance was so good, and obviously a couple of standout players and players coming in and contributing to the team that we haven't really seen before. And that's really helping us out, and that's making Mason's job even more difficult, and that's what we should do. So make his life difficult for this, for the players getting into the starting lineup, and that's what we need. And I think it was a good performance today. Yeah,
no, it was. Look, to be fair, even Gareth Bale had a good performance today. Coming into the game, I was a bit worried about, that side with Bale playing and Traore kind of, running down that side, but look, I think Tanganga is the perfect partner for Gareth Bale. Because the thing is with Tanganga, he can defend the one-on-one, not a problem. Aurier can't, and that's what helps Tanganga. Very professional by him. Gareth Bale, another great performance. He was trying to cut inside, cut outside. He was a nuisance all day. Harry Kane again, laser-like way shooting today. Absolutely fantastic. Hojbjerg in the middle. What a performance! A goal and assist. That goal that he scored is just. It's something you're taught when you're your age, fan, if not even younger, man. Never stand there and ball watch. Always follow the shot in for a rebound. You never know. Strikers get 5 goals a season off that, just doing that alone. That basic. And Hojbjerg got his reward. Lo Celso in beside him, poor. I thought Son was a bit off today. But apart from that, look, it was. I agree. It was a professional performance. What do you think of Lo Celso's performance? Has he done enough to keep his place in the team against Villa?
No, I want to see Ndombele in there personally. And I think ever since his injury, he hasn't looked the same. He looks like a different player. Slower. Yeah. He doesn't want to move the ball. And this is what I'm saying. I don't think Lo Celso deserves that spot. And when we play a 2 in the midfield, I don't think it works. And I'm not saying Harry Winks is the guy for it, because he certainly isn't. But I think Ndombele deserves to get a run of games and show what he can do, because he hasn't shown what he can do with Mason's team, and I think he deserves it. Although he might not be the best counterpart to Hojbjerg, he runs with the ball, he gets the ball down, and he drives at players, and that's what Spurs need to do. And if Ali's in front of him, I think that could be a good match. And then Harry Kane getting all those goals like he does, doing the Harry Kane style. We know how it is. Bagging 30 goals a season, that's what we need. But he hasn't done enough to keep his spot. But I think he still has a career at Spurs, but I don't know if the Premier League is the right league for him. I think the Spanish league is the right league for him personally. Yeah,
100%. And Marcelo, have you rehydrated, man, and come back to life after the devastating news that Kane gave you?
I think I was getting some grief in the chat as well.
Nah, don't mind that. Don't mind. Look, Sky gave it to him. That's like you didn't give it to them. Well, you did give it to him as well, fan, but Sky gave it to him. You know what I mean? Yeah. Don't worry about that, man. Don't worry about that. I think some of it was joking. I think it was joking with you, man. It's just hard to interpret when it's just in a message. But no, look, Marcelo, have you any questions for Fen there, lad? Oh, you're on mute, man.
Think Harry Kane's going to get the Golden Boot this season, Fen?
Where is he at the minute? How many has he got this season?
He's top. He's on top of. He's winning.
Yeah. He has 22. Yep, he has 22. Salah has 21.
Yeah, why not? He's always the one that scores for Spurs.
I love how cocky he is when it comes to Kane.
Am I right in saying he hasn't won it since the 17-18 season, right? So that'll be 3 years, 3-year drought, and that might keep him at Spurs. You never know. That could be the deciding factor to keep him at Spurs. And anything for Harry Kane to stay at Spurs, I'm all for. So he's going to get the Golden Boot with 25 goals this season. Yeah, you hearing it? 25 goals this season in the Premier League.
Crazy.
Golden Boot, written in the stars. Harry Kane. He's done it.
He's insane. He honestly, I just want to talk about Harry Kane because sometimes people think I don't appreciate him enough. I do, but I just want to say he might be the best talent of my generation, at least.
Marcelo, he's going to be the best striker we're ever going to watch in the Spurs shirt, and that's why we need to relish him now.
Yeah, honestly, do you think he might be our best striker ever, Finn?
Yeah.
And we have some good, we've had some great, we've had Jimmy Greaves, we have, Defoe was pretty, freaking good, we've had Berbatov, we had, Robbie Keane, we've had some really world-class
Ginger
strikers.
Pele, Gary Doherty, don't forget him.
Yeah.
Centre-back / striker.
We've had some really good strikers in our history, man. That's something, even Gary Lineker, you know what I mean? He was known as, Fox in the box, we've had some.
He's just a little brown noser, though. I don't like him.
Oh, he won us an FA Cup, lad.
Yeah, no, but he's brown noser.
Yeah, he won us an FA Cup. He's a legend. He won us an FA Cup. He's a legend. I don't care. Gascoigne, all those guys from that era. He saved the club. You got to remember that. If they didn't score those goals and didn't win in that final, Tottenham Hotspur might not be a club. Might not have been a club. They're legends. I don't care. Legends. I want to hear you say it.
No, look, Gascoigne, legend. Love him. Huddle, legend.
Yeah. Lineker's not a legend.
I just can't take the Lineker.
He won us an FA Cup. How's he
I
not?
know. But Robbie Keane also won us a League Cup. I just can't take to
Robbie Keane is not a legend.
He's a
legend. Yeah, he's a legend. Yeah, of course he's a legend.
I just can't take the Lineker. Look, props to him, what he done in his career and everything else, but just don't like him.
I mean, he did pretty good in the Spurs shirt. Gary Lineker, he did good.
Yeah, but he also loves Leicester more than Tottenham, so.
You're just salty. I love you, David. Never change. But honestly, I think Harry Kane might be not just the best striker. I think he might be the best Spurs player we might have ever had. Other than maybe, I think Modric and maybe Bale might be the one that we can, debate on about. Gascoigne is also up there. He's a legend.
He was a throw Glenn Hoddle in there for the older generation again. They adored him.
Yeah, Glenn Hoddle, Jimmy Greaves is up there. But for me personally, from what I've seen, he's the best Spurs player I've ever seen. And that's saying a lot because I love Gareth Bale more than I love Kane. But Kane is just fantastic. He honestly is just that finish. Did you see that touch? He put Cody on his back. That was beautiful. He's just so clinical.
Hit the post twice today as well.
Yeah.
He did.
Yeah. Should have had a hat trick, honestly, with the amount of chances he created. But the thing is, right? It would be a shame if Harry Kane left Spurs without a trophy. Wouldn't you say so, Flynn? He has to win a trophy.
Yeah, but if he goes and gets Alan Shearer's record and then leaves, I think that's what his drive is, trying to get this record, and that's what I think he's chasing. And is he going to get that at any other club? I don't know. He can't guarantee that, so he might. Well, I'm saying this he might as well stay at Spurs. But I mean, if he goes to a club like Manchester United, they're getting goals around the front four. We haven't really seen that. We always see Harry Kane or Son really bagging all of our goals.
Lad, if Harry Kane, let me tell you something. If Harry Kane goes to a United or a City, he would literally get 40 Premier League goals. He just would. Imagine KDB, Kevin De Bruyne, feeding Kane, all them balls. Oh man, he would get a golden boot every season, lad. Every season. It wouldn't even be close. Honestly, part of me as a football fan, I would love to see that, but as a Tottenham fan, I would hate to see that. You know what I mean? That. Oh, but man,
Kevin De Bruyne, Mahrez, Bernardo Silva. All them seasons, man.
He would literally just score 50 goals a season.
United, maybe not so much. I don't think.
Yeah.
City definitely.
Yeah.
I don't even think at Liverpool he'd score as many goals, to be honest, with the way they operate with their striker.
Yeah, I agree.
Fair enough.
He does fit Spurs very well, Harry Kane. And I think secretly, like, as much as he's thinking about it, I also think he just loves the club. Like, people don't talk about this enough. He really does love the club. If he didn't love the club, he would have left a long time ago. It's just facts.
Yeah. Yeah. No, look, for me, he's a family man, I swear.
Yeah.
Could I see him picking up his family and moving abroad? No. Can I see Daniel Levy sending him to a Premier League rival? No. So, based on them two conclusions, I think Harry Kane sticks around. And plus, like that, he loves the club. Jimmy Greaves' record is there. Alan Shearer's record is there. He's getting at least 20-odd Premier League goals a season. He's on course to break both records. So why not stay at Tottenham? I know he's come out and said before, yeah, it's great getting all the individual rewards, but I want to be lifting trophies. Yeah, I get it. But this is now on Daniel Levy. Bring him into the boardroom, along with Enoch and everything else. Show them how serious you are and what players you want to get in to help bring that to Harry Kane. Because honestly, it has to be done. Has to be done. We're now at a situation in Tottenham where, Barcelona are kind of like with Messi. You want to keep him, you bring him in on the decision making. Because at the end of the day, he's your prized asset. What are you going to do? Just not include him, and then he just turns around, slaps in the transfer request. Right, I'm out here. So they have to bring him in. And look, no club should ever be like that. I fully agree with that. But that's the situation that's been created right now with some of the other shit he has around him.
Yeah. No, yeah. But guys, do you have anything else to say? I think we've been going for 3 hours and a half now. I think it's time to start wrapping it up. But anybody else have anything else to say? Any last words? David, one plug in your channel.
Yeah, no, we'll let left end plug first.
Yeah. Fen, plug in your channel.
I'll tell you what I thought of the game first. I'll just say I thought it was a good game, and I think every Spurs fan should be happy with it. But don't think that we're getting top 4 this season, and don't think that we're going to end up beating Leicester at the end of the season. Don't put your hopes up, and don't even think Winks will get a start, because that'll be the worst case scenario. But I'm happy with it. Check me out on YouTube. You know where to go. Everything football on YouTube. Check me out. But support Matt. Hit a thumbs up, and also put a super chat in. I mean, you might as well. Or join. Join and come and speak with me, David, and Marcelo. Because why not?
Big up, fan.
Exactly. 100%. Big yourself up, and everybody get over and subscribe to Everything Football Fans channel. Look, for me, closing thoughts are, good professional performance. Where has it been all season? Why can't they perform like that on a consistent basis?
Yep.
Enoch out. Enjoy the win. Enjoy it. It's been very, very hard come by this season. So enjoy it. And if you want to see more of me, check me over on the Irish Hotspur. I am on the big push for 3K subs before the end of the season. I'm on 2,260 odd. So you guys can really help towards that drive. There's 2 games left to achieve that goal. And look, main thing is just keep subscribing away to Matt Hayes. Keep getting them super chats in. You want more of these watch-alongs. You want them all next season. Keep the super chats in. Keep smashing that like button. Keep subscribing to his channels. Grab the channel memberships. Come on and have a conversation. And if you want to come on and have a conversation and look like a part of the crew, grab the Matty Hayes mug. Grab one of them too. You know what I mean? Big up the Matt Pack. Big up the Samba Soldiers today. And big up the Harris Army. It was nice to have all 3 of us back again. And come on, you Spurs, Enoch out.
Come on, you Spurs. And Creator, just to answer that question, Chelsea fans actually thinking they're going to get Harry Kane is living in dreamland. You will never get Harry Kane. Harry Kane will never join your scum club. He is disgusted by looking at your shirt. He hates you, and we all hate you. Chelsea fans, keep dreaming. He's never coming. You can want him as much as you want. Beginning of the season, you said Timo Werner would outscore Harry Kane. Look how that ended up to you. You bottled an FA Cup final. You're about to bottle it at the final against in the Champions League. You're becoming the next Spurs. Have fun. Keep that Timo miss Werner. Screw Chelsea. And come on, you Spurs. That's how I'll end it off. Screw Chelsea. I gotta find the end video. All right, bye-bye, guys.